Hey, what's up, you guys? Oh, wow. Wait, is the avatar not working? Uh, Hang on. Let me see if I can fix that. Put on intermission for a second. Oh, actually, you know what? I could just do this. I can just do this. I don't know why it's not picking me up. That's weird. Let me see. Okay, that's why it's set to the wrong. Okay, so there we go. There we go. Now it's working. Hey, what's up, everybody? We're just waiting on Slim for this one. So tonight we're talking about Mama Max. Game with power. The situation is nuts. Yeah, this is wild. Again, oh boy, do I love me some cringy ARG videos about supposedly real vampire girl. Dude, you spoiling it already, Jim. Come on, bro. Bro, I was gonna do a whole pre-ramble about this stuff, but this whole thing to me, like, is just confirmation bias, and it's gonna sound, because Max has always, like, rubbed me in the wrong way as, like, a content creator. Like, I've never, always thought there was something off about this dude, but I never had, like, any proof. And I forgot to update the text here. Let me fix that. Okay, Slim's ready. Let me bring him in here. Why do you keep defaulting to the... Why does this thing keep defaulting to my... Okay, can you hear me? Okay, I can hear you. Okay. I like to...
everyone else can hear me.
Can y'all hear Slim right now? Let me double check. Okay, desktop audio is unmuted, so they should be able to hear you.
I like this hentai review. Just go back to that.
I mean, at least that could be kind of funny, you know? Depending on what it is. Like, it'd be cultured, at least. But,
Jim can swim. Oh, boy, hang on. Oh, boy. I do love me some cringy ARG-ass videos about supposedly real vampire cult that actively gets in the way of justice being served. Yeah, I told Edgy this. Hang on, can people hear me? Can people
Go first, hold on, let me unmute on my end second.
Hang on, can people...
I can hear you, so I think they can hear you.
I want to make sure, because I don't want the repeated, like, the anniversary stream.
Oh, no, we don't need a repeat of that. Yep, they're confirming they can hear. OCP runs the cops, okay. Confirmed it.
Okay, so, like, yeah, Tim Can Swim, I talked about Edge about this. Like, yeah, I just don't like that style of editing on YouTube. Period. I don't like the change voice and like the super static everywhere and jump cuts. I'm like, nigga, that's not necessary.
The jump cuts, I kind of agree with. That can be annoying if they go overboard with it, but the editing style is fine as long as, you know, you're not talking about something actually serious, which is the problem here. Hope the weather was fair to y'all because I snowed in almost a week with all your fires keep out warm. I don't even know how much snow I got. Like, I'm looking outside and it's got to be probably like 3 or 4 inches at this point, probably more. I didn't even check.
Mine got it to at least like 2 inches, at the least. But I got snowed in too, and the thing is, like, it's on the bright side, it's not sticking. So like during like the afternoon, it started to melt away and shit.
Oh, this stuff ain't melting right now. It's just stuck.
It's still cold. Don't get me wrong, it's still cold as shit. But like during like the noon, during when it gets like noon, it starts to melt away a bit. So there's that.
Yeah. All right. So to what I was saying before is like, Mama Max is just kind of this whole thing is confirmation bias to me because when I first saw Mama Max, I was thinking it's like, okay, this dude's probably full of shit, isn't he? But I didn't have any proof, right? So I didn't know for sure. I was like, all right, you know what? Let me not be an idiot and say anything. And it turns out this dude actually has some receipts or something. And then I saw Deadwing Dork cover this guy in this one video in particular, which is the first video in this playlist we're gonna go through. And well, everybody in the chat seems to know what's going on with this, but I just want to genuinely ask people who are watching this, if you don't know what's going on, were you able to figure out what Mama Max was trying to convey here? Let me turn off the fancy loop I made in like 20 minutes before the stream because where I put it? Okay, here it is. All right.
Also, Jim Can Swim. I can relate. I gotta warm up my car too, because I technically have like a brand new battery, and if I don't warm that up, especially when it gets this cold, yeah, it's gonna fuck up my car.
Yeah. Okay, so he's not kidding about the flashing lights or the loud music in this. So just fair warning.
Hang on. Listen. Please read the following. Your life may be at risk. Trigger warning. Brainwashing.
Dude,
okay, we're off to a great start.
We're off to a fantastic start here. Like, okay.
Okay.
Did it say crackers? Did it say crackers?
Damn crackers.
Them damn crackers, man.
Damn crackers.
Think they own the place?
He's gonna put on a marathon of Full House. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, that he's gonna talk in with a very southern drawl. You know, that thick southern drawl. You know what I'm talking about.
Flashing lights. Okay.
That's a legit one.
Yeah, that's good. And loud music. Well, you can make the music not loud, you know.
Yeah, you can turn the music down, you know. Like, you don't have to blow out our eardrums.
You don't have to. Hang on, before you go forward, hang on. Let me share this real quick.
All right.
I've gotten a lot more followers on my Twitter, all because of that fucking pyro video where you like used my fucking tweet, like.
That was a Verbalace thing, right?
So, yeah, the Verbalace thing. Yeah, I used my tweet to like as an example, and people have been following me up the ass.
Lucky you, but it seems like you got the suggestion banned, which I've never heard of that.
Yeah, I guess it's because again, a lot of people were looking at my thing.
And what's weird is like I was trying to @Slim in the tweet I made before the stream because he has a bigger following than I do, so you know when he retweets, more people notice it, and it would not let me put his @ in the thing. Like it would give me other people that wasn't the same. Jim said he was hiding actively important info. This artifact. Oh, we're gonna get to that, but like I said, I want to just like get someone's like raw reaction if anybody watching this doesn't know what this is yet.
I haven't looked at the videos themselves. I looked at people like talking about it.
Same. I mostly looked at people talking about. Like I said, I watched Deadwing talk about this video, so I technically haven't fully seen it.
I watched some of Deadwing's stream, and I watched our video, whatever. It was a VOD, yeah. And I watched and I watched like half of Mudahar's video on it. I haven't sat through the whole thing, but I've seen most of it. Yeah, and it just sounds fucked. It
It's
just sounds
situation is not clear. Let's just go with that. All right, you ready?
fucked. Go ahead, dude.
All right, ready for ARG fake ass Batman voice. 3, 2, 1, let's go. What the fuck is all this? Oh, I know I just. What the fuck is all this?
Hang on 1 second. My screen is just lagging. Hang on.
Yeah, it's lagging on my end too for some reason. I don't.
Okay, and yeah, I guess I'm gonna assume it's like a joke.
I think it's a joke. I hope it's a joke.
I think it's a joke, like, oh, this is a lot of stuff, random nonsense or whatever. But like, if it's like legitimate stuff, then oh my god, okay.
Yeah, we're already in. Here's the thing, like, this aesthetic, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't mind it if this wasn't something serious about Predator shit.
Yeah, like the funny thing is, I actually like ARGs and shit like that.
Yeah, like ARGs are cool, like, you know, when they're done well.
Stuff.
So I don't mind this
like,
aesthetic, but it's just in the context of this.
Even that, like, I think this is how you do it poorly, you know?
Yeah.
This is just, oh, creepy image over stuff. Analog horror, ooh, be scared. It's like, no, there's no effort in this, bro.
I mean, okay, there is effort in this. Like someone who does edit, like these.
And his follow up, guilt tripping, emotional survivor. Yeah, like that's the part that really gets under my skin. We're gonna see that.
Yeah,
later.
we're gonna go through all this stuff. We're gonna give you the full, as close of a full picture as we can with streaming.
Basically, why is this lagging so bad?
I don't know. It's doing it for me too. I don't know if maybe it's because of the snow is fucking with my internet or something. I don't know.
Like the thing with Mama Max is like, yeah, it wasn't so much as a lot of the things he did with this is like bad. Like objectively, it's gonna at his worst, at his best, at his best, he like maybe hindered an investigation a bit, and like some evidence that he provided can't be used. At his worst, someone might have gotten off scot-free, and he might go to court for like slander and shit.
Yeah, or you know, we'll get into it, but there's so much iffy shit with this case that it's just not even funny. But what I was saying was, oh wow, it's lagging up. There we go. What I was saying is this actually does require effort, like from just with someone who like edits stuff. I've never done anything quite like the glitch effect he's doing here. This would take me like 10 minutes to set up, maybe. They do all this, so there definitely is some effort put into this to make this creepy shit. Like he's not just using an overlay for most of this.
Content of their character. Do not listen to their words. Look at their actions.
And for context, I think this is the video he originally had Charlie in the thumbnail for. Which, of course, when people see Charlie's face in the thumbnail, and this is the channel talking about Predators, what do people think?
Yeah, like that's the worst part. Like the scummiest thing this guy did. Again, we could get to it later, but the scummiest thing he did was like when he like tried to get PewDiePie involved, even though again like PewDiePie is semi-retired. He doesn't care
you could ask PewDiePie in private, like, you know, DM him or something.
No, it's not even that. It's not even that. He brought up PewDiePie and he said, "You have a son now. You don't want to protect your son, like, dude. That was fucked. Scummy thing.
That was fucked.
That was a scummy thing.
Like Pewds is better than me, because if I saw that, I'd have just came to him like, bro, do not bring my family into your bullshit. Don't do that shit.
It's like people keep saying, yeah, he emotionally blackmailed people, but like that's just. Going after a YouTuber's kid is like the ultimate. It's like the cardinal sin of YouTube.
Going up against anybody's kid is just like.
Yeah, like
that just even off the internet, like that is just. That's just a surefire way to end up in a ditch somewhere. I'm not saying PewDiePie, you know, would kill Mama Max, but I'm just saying, like, you do that to the wrong person, they might pull up to your house and you might not like what happens. Let's just
like PewDiePie more than likely knows the Swedish Mafia. Let's be honest.
He knows the Swedish House Mafia.
Wait, no. He's like Marzi is Italian. He knows the actual mafia.
He knows both.
Probably.
He knows the Swedish House Mafia, which, by the way, he does know them. Can they make a track for my streams? Because I would love that. An EDM track for these streams. But yeah, he also knows the Italian mob. So yeah, Max is fucked. He even track out the most. Oh yeah, we're gonna get to that.
Funny thing is, I don't even think Critical even responded to this.
He did.
Like,
The thing
did?
was,
Okay.
so the thing was, and I'll go ahead and get into it now because I don't think I included the video. I don't think it's gonna be included in the videos in the playlist. Charlie had COVID when Max DM'd him about this before this video went up, and Charlie was just being on social media because he was fucking sick, so he didn't even see the DMs. And then when he, was no longer sick, thankfully, he sees this shit. He sees this video with his face on it and stuff, and he said, in his stream, like, I didn't appreciate that. And I'm like, Charlie, you more chill than me.
Like I said, I think, what I mean is, I don't think he's made, a full-on video on Mama Max.
No,
Probably
it was
said on a stream or something.
Yeah, someone asked him on a stream and he addressed it, and then people clipped it and shared it around. I don't think he's made a full-fledged video.
Yeah, that's what
on
I mean. I don't think, Charlie. Ironically, he's trying to get attention for it, but I think Charlie's smart enough not to give him attention.
I think so too, though. I have heard rumors that apparently Charlie is going to talk to some of the alleged survivors or something, but I don't know if that's true. One of the other commentary people was saying that.
Charlie, okay, first of all, yeah, YouTubers shouldn't be involved in something like this.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be real.
That's my whole problem with Predator channels in general.
Yeah, unless you're Chris Hansen, who who actually works with the police. Say what you will about Chris Hansen, he does work with the actual police.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why most people shouldn't be able to get into that. But to be fair, if there's any YouTuber who
he tried for Mr. Beast. Bro, Mr. Beast is Mr. Beast's channel is a little too wholesome for that. I don't think Mr. Beast would. I don't know if he would really want to tackle that. He'd probably donate some money to some charity thing that does, combat human trafficking, or at least tries to. But
yeah, but the whole thing is if there is a YouTuber, I guess Charlie would be an okay choice. To at least address the problem.
But I mean, realistically though, it's what could Charlie do aside from, tell Max to go to the police? What else could he really do?
To give Max the slightest benefit of the doubt, I think he's saying hey, I want more YouTubers to talk about this, to give this attention, etc., etc. At the same time, he went about it at the worst way possible.
Yeah, he did.
And yeah, and like you said, like Game of Power said, he went after Mudahar, Ordinary Gamer, and Mudahar even said he wasn't on Discord or anything because I think he was back in India.
No, the thing with that's true. I think that is correct. I think
it was a personal thing he left, and he wasn't on Discord. He was on Twitter, and if you DM'd him on Twitter, or if you called his phone, you have his personal phone number, which apparently a few of his YouTuber friends have.
Yeah, because Max is actually,
serious.
or at least was, his actual friend.
Yeah, at one point.
I don't know where they stand now.
Mudahar said, I seen the video. Mudahar said that he doesn't consider him a friend anymore.
Okay.
But he was hey, what's going on? He kept doing Discord, and Mudahar was I was taking care of some personal business. If it was an actual emergency or anything,
you have my phone number.
Either text me on my phone, or even DM me on Twitter, because I'm on Twitter. And basically, he tried to emotionally blackmail him into doing it, and Mudahar was hey, basically just give me actual proof, give me actual evidence, and I will look into this. But so far, you've given me nothing but suggestions and testimonies from victims. But at the end of the day, that's really not enough, because at the end of the day, that's basically hearsay.
And one of the things,
and that sucks, but.
One of the things that Max did when he's talking to this other creator named Lyrics was he said that Mudahar verified the evidence. And the thing is, Mudahar then said, no, I mean, I've seen screenshots, but that's not enough because I don't know if these screenshots are real. Because he's unless I can log into the account and see the screenshots there, they could be fake for all I know. And he's right.
Stupidly easy to fake a screenshot.
Yeah, it really isn't that hard.
Easy.
All you gotta do is go into Discord and do inspect element, and then you just gotta change a few values, and you can make the message say whatever you want.
I mean,
or you can even get somebody else to pretend to be the other person's account and type the message.
Yeah, the only way I can kind of see this is if it was documented over the course of years, when they during the Zeus Sadist thing, and
well, the thing with
said,
that,
people.
Is that Telegram? I'll let you finish. Sorry.
Basically, he was saying, "Oh, Wolf said, oh, this is fake. These are all fake messages." But everyone pointed out that these are messages that went on for years. That they're consistently written. That there's information that only you would have that point in your life at that point in time. So it's you. Like there's no if.
Oh,
ands,
it goes
or buts.
deeper
It's
than
you.
that because see, the messaging service they were using was Telegram, and like he was trying to, some people trying to claim that the Telegram's got hacked. Like Telegram was actually really difficult to hack, and the messages are encrypted anyway, and all that other stuff. That drama is probably gonna be a video like way down the road. Like I might make that a Halloween video trying to go through that shit because that's just such a horrific mess. But
Max also compared himself to Hotline Miami when discussing vigilante justice. That's not even bad.
that's just
It's hilarious.
Bro, speaking of hilarious, his little rap song, like I didn't catch it when Deadwing Dork's playing it, but then someone found a video where someone went through the lyrics and it's just like, bruh, this is really freaking weird. Like he's talking.
Turkey Tom made a diss track.
Like there's a part in the rap Mama Max does where he's talking about graping the pedophile. Like in graphic details, like dude, that's just weird.
So he pulled Low Tier God.
Yeah. Except it's less funny. Oh, I know why. Okay, I know why the stream was lagging because the video. I forgot Max uploaded this video in 4K and my damn monitor auto rendered it in 4K. We're going down to 1080p just for the sake of not having a laggy stream.
Also, we need to get through this video. We've been
We
talking
do. We do.
If God appeared before you and told you to sacrifice a child, would you do it?
No, because I would assume I was being schizophrenic.
I mean, like the whole tale of Isaac is literally be skeptical of what you hear. It's like, yes, I get it, worship me, but like, yeah, don't sacrifice your child.
And again, I would just assume that as like, okay, I must be losing my mind. I would just go to a psychiatric ward and be like, help me here.
It's me, South Park season 20 vibes. I'm going to fuck them up.
Yeah, he literally pulls I'm gonna fuck them all to death, except it's less funny. And the alleged victim just comes up. Oh, we'll get into that because they admitted to something on Mama Max's stream where it's like, you really should not have admitted that on stream because that might have torpedoed this whole case. And any testimony
that's some David Cage BS right there. That's the thing. David Cage is like M. Night Shyamalan. Like he takes it very seriously, so it's pretty hilarious.
On the next soap.
There is one David Cage game I actually liked, and it's like one of the PS2 games he made that was actually okay until like the second half. On an X.
So it wasn't good. It was just okay the first half. And it was
no, the first
bad.
half was
Overall,
good, and then it just kind of because they went through development hell, and basically there was a whole middle act of the game that got cut. So things just start going from 0 to 60 real quick, and it's not. And it feels like there's something missing.
Like Elliot Page on Elliot Page.
This is way before that. This is the one called Indigo Prophecy. This was like I said, this was PS2.
Okay.
It was pretty interesting.
I remember with Heavy Rain, everyone kept saying it was really good, and I played it on my uncle's PS3, and I was like, man, this is kind of ass. This is kind of boring.
I never played
really
that
boring.
one, so I can't really say anything on it.
It is literally quick time events of the game.
that is all of his games. That is basically all of his games.
But like the funny thing is with Heavy Rain is like there are so many elements of it that don't make any sense. But then you realize, oh yeah, there was literally supposed to be a supernatural element to the story. They cut all of it out. So there's so many moments in the game that just don't make a lick of goddamn sense.
Okay. See, Indigo Prophecy does go full supernatural stuff, and it's like it kind of try to ease you into it a little bit. But then when you get to the second act, it goes from, paranormal stuff that's kind of a little bit grounded to main characters running on the side of buildings and teleports at one point. Or I don't know if he teleported, if he just disappeared. And then like Matrix level flying through the air and stuff. It's weird. It gets weird at the end. And it's like they foreshadowed him having powers, but like up until this point, it was pretty mild. Like, it was just dude was a little more agile than a normal person and could jump higher than normal. And it was treated as weird. Like, even the character was like, how the fuck did I do that? Kind of stuff.
Way too ambitious, even more than Kojima.
Yeah. This comes off as an anonymous knockoff. I think at least anonymous would like actually forward stuff to the police, I guess. If this was, that.
Planet far away. 2 extraterrestrial factions of the same primitive species are at war with each other. They are both guilty for spilling the blood of children. Based on the pattern among this species, who will win the war?
Okay, in a vacuum, that narration, if it was like a narration like some weird, moody game, would be fine.
I'm sorry, is this are you sure? Are you sure this isn't an ARG?
Are you sure this isn't some weird ARG thing that I'm not supposed to take serious?
Is it like a horror game or something?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, go back. What is it he said? Hang on. What is he said?
On an exoplanet far away, 2 extraterrestrial factions of the same primitive species are at war with each other. They are both guilty for spilling the blood of children. Based on the pattern among the species, who will win the war? He's clearly talking about humans. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I know that, but on an exoplanet, again, this is very somewhat serious. This. Oh.
It's like, why are you doing this in this
species? Who will win the war?
If you want anyone to take this seriously, don't do this.
If I saw this, I would have thought this was an ARG, and would have just been
if you were being brainwashed.
This looks like something Wendigoon would cover, genuine.
Yeah, Wendigoon would cover this, and the thing is, at least Wendigoon would cover it, and it would be just tongue in cheek enough where it's at first you might think he's serious, and then you'd be like, oh no, he's joking. He's joking.
What was that question he asked? What they asked? What did it say?
Oh, it said if you were being brainwashed.
Do you think you could tell?
You were being brainwashed. Do you think you could tell?
And of course, all the answers are no.
Yeah, that's not pretentious at all. Yeah.
Thank you for your submission.
What is this art back here? Because I know this is a serious video, but that art is actually kind of creepy. Is that supposed to be Shodan from System Shock?
I think this is AI. I think this might be
It looks
AI.
like Shodan, like a weird, like a mix of Shodan from System Shock and HR Giger shit. I kind of like it, even if it is AI.
Yeah, it looks like HR Giger, but it looks like AI.
It wouldn't surprise me if it was if it was AI generated.
Yeah, it's more than likely AI.
Again, we are 1 minute and 36 seconds into this video, and we have not gotten anywhere near the point.
Previously discussed, your test scores will not be determined by your answers.
It will be based on your
So what's
behavior.
what's the point of having a test then?
Please proceed to the next section.
Will be based
to
on your
complete the
behavior.
programming.
Please proceed to the next section to complete. Yeah, again, dude, no.
You're putting effort in the wrong areas. That's my problem.
I get it. You're trying to set a mood or whatever. Again, this is a real life thing you're covering.
You know what?
These are real people who are getting abused and getting hurt. Maybe you should just focus on that, not try to make it a creepy. Again, something Wendigoon would cover.
You ever see the YouTuber Coffee House Crime?
I've seen this stuff, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna just grab a real quick video for him just as a comparison of how you should handle this. I'm gonna use his Randy Stare video because that's probably my favorite video of his.
Yeah, people bitch about Verbal spending $50,000 on what's essentially his self-insert fan fiction, but people won't go after Randy Stare for taking live for his waifu. Now that's dedication.
There are many indulgences found throughout the
state,
which is the 5th most popular. In June of 2008, Randy launched
I'm just
his
using this as an
YouTube
example. I'm not going to play much of this video.
He'd actually had a previous channel before this, creating funny videos using movie clips, but after several copyright strikes, it was taken down indefinitely.
You see, in the title tells you exactly what the video is about. It's about a YouTuber who became a mass murderer. I don't know if you can see it in the stream because the thing might be cutting it off. But you know what? It says it right there. So you already know what you're getting into. And yes, he does take a while to set up who this guy is, kind of showing you how he went from harmless, kind of weird dude on YouTube to actual violent, guy who did unfortunately kill people. Yes, he is British. That is the one downside. He is British. He is British.
This is like studying math all night when you got a science test the next day after sure but in the wrong place.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
He's British, but he's hot though. Like Coffee House Crime is a good-looking guy. Give him that.
All right, moving on.
That's what women fall for. It's every time.
It's always a British accent that women fall for. Then again, I can't be talking because like a woman with a I think some women with British accents are hot, so I don't know. I don't fucking get it either. Prime example, Laura Croft.
Things that really bothers me.
Dire Trip is good too. If he did these videos in the style of Dire Trip, this would be perfectly fine. And this guy is apparently like a dude who does like research in occults and stuff. And I think that could be interesting when you're bringing up, you actually present that yes, this guy is part of a cult, and maybe have him talk with one of the victims allegedly, and explain like how cults work. That could be kind of a good PSA thing, I guess.
It turned themselves into a cult.
I was just thinking of that such a gorilla forever cult.
That I think about, and
I can't wait for the next album. It's gonna be great.
Oh, they're making another. They announced they're doing another album already.
No, it's gonna happen eventually. Considering like Damon Albarn's been on like a creative streak, it's gonna happen eventually.
Yeah, it is. Their last album was pretty good.
Online.
Children deserve to know.
Well, I liked Impala. I liked
Fool's Gold was
like,
probably
Impala.
the best on that album.
It was
Yeah, Tame Impala did kill that. He did kill it.
I will say I still stand by Cracker Island was my favorite, but like Fool's Gold was also really good.
Cracker Island is good too. Like they're like the two highlights.
Also Silent Running. Silent Running's also really good.
That one's good. Randy said the OFR cartoon. Yes, he did.
You shouldn't.
Again, you can make fun of Verbal Ace all you want.
He hasn't killed anyone for Charlie yet. He's not that far gone.
Ain't that far gone, no.
I know that's not a high bar, but it's there. Like I'll take what I
mean,
can get.
on the internet it is. Let's be real.
On the internet it is. Yeah, absolutely.
Blindly thinking that.
One thing that's surprising about Verbal Ace's last time I saw him was I didn't realize the dude was 40 years old. I thought he was like 19, mid-20s.
Like to be fair, he looks young.
He does.
Fair. He does look young.
Like when someone told me he was 40.
At least in his early to mid-20s.
Yeah, I thought he was like 25, 26, 28 at like the oldest, but it's like he is 40. And he's just down. Damn, dude.
The fact that he's 40 makes it a lot weirder. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that does make it way. That was like, oh wait, because I could kind of like forgive. It's like, okay, you're a dumb 20-year-old. I've been there. I still am a dumb 20-year-old. Well, 20s.
Everything.
Got 3 more years, Edgy.
Sunshine and rainbow.
Got 3 more years.
No, I got like 2 years and like 2 months, if that.
Black don't crack. Yeah.
Yeah, black does not crack.
The sad reality is the world is a
Black does crack. Don't get me wrong, but it don't crack.
March 18th, 2016. Spencer.
So this is like I'm just gonna call her the primary victim because she's the one that's living with Max right now, which is already something where I feel like if this ever does go to court, Camden's lawyer could be like, Max, you live with this person. That could be a conflict of interest. You know what I'm saying?
He lives with one of the victims?
Yeah, that she lives with Max, and Max is helping her. Because apparently, like, she lives with him. I don't know if she has a job or anything. I think he's also helping her create her own channel. Like, there's a 5-hour podcast where they talk in depth about the Camden shit. The shit that should have been in this video, but it's on her channel.
Yeah, like, that's also something I want to point out. Like, yeah, shouldn't that information be not only be on your main channel?
It should be
but,
in
like,
this
you
fucking
should know,
video.
You should know, like, for someone who's like been on the YouTube this long and knows it this well, you should know no one's gonna watch a 5-hour video on this. You know, you could have like clipped together like a 30-minute to an hour video and actually put it. In your channel
the appeal of having an unedited version because then someone can't say, "Oh, this is edited." To make this sound
like
bad.
You can
have
that,
the edited version and then have the unedited version. Like, in case you think I'm taking anything she's saying out of context, here's the unedited version if you want to do some digging.
Jim can swim. She literally went from one alleged cult to another alleged cult. Take a shot every time I say
I feel like I need to have a big old alleged over the screen right now for all of this.
I think Deadwing did that where he like put the allegedly over the bear. And he said it's like the damage tattoo from like the Suicide Squad Joker.
Yeah.
A 16-year-old girl from Wiley, Texas, mysteriously disappeared. Lured by the illusion of joining a supernatural family as a vampire on some random corner of the internet, she actually found herself ensnared.
Game with power. If there's a character with an accent in an old action movie, there's a 50-50 chance they're villain. Yeah, that's guaranteed.
In a dangerous sex cult.
Especially if they're
led by a
British
child
or
predator,
Russian.
Posing as a
Or German.
god.
Or German.
The man had recruited hundreds of young children, subjecting them to sending CP, kidnapping, assault, and attempted trafficking.
Okay, this is the best part of the video so far, because at least he's outlining what the fuck is going on to some degree. It would help if you had some proof, but, you know.
Gaming with Power 52. I don't think my mic's gonna recover. Yeah, his channel's pretty much over. His career on YouTube's pretty much over.
And apparently, I don't know if this is true, Mudahar even said he doesn't know if it's true. There was like a screenshot leaked from his Discord where he was talking about he was gonna sue Mudahar for defamation, which is wild as fuck because Mudahar didn't say anything outlandish, to my knowledge.
Yeah. If anyone like could sue, it's like the guy you pretty much doxed. And
the guy
doxed his mother
Magnetar
and
that you
his
doxed
brother,
and
too.
called and said he was a predator to your entire audience, and then when people asked you for proof, you just said you basically said you didn't have any.
Basically said you have hearsay, and that's just not enough.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
real quick palate cleanser, just because Noob Next Door shared this. Say, Verbalace 50k meme. I don't know what the fuck that was. I don't know what the fuck that was. I love these internet idiots who think just by suing they'll believe they win. Yeah, that's why we have the term lawsuit. Slander, defamation, super hard proof. It is.
Remember the guy? You remember that guy? I don't know if you know him. He was like a TikToker. His name was like Bintellect.
No, I don't. That name doesn't ring a bell.
Yeah, basically what he was like a big TikToker. Like I think he had millions of views or whatever. He really didn't do anything besides like readouts, like tweets and like YouTube comments. So basically, he was the worst kind of content creator, essentially. Like he had a huge following or whatever, and like people started talking about him recently, and like he kept trying to say, "Oh, I'll sue you if you talk about my thing," and defamation.
I'll
blah, blah,
sue
blah.
you.
And no one took him seriously. The funny thing about Bintellect that was hilarious is started a podcast. And like when he started the podcast, he like got like a bunch of women to join on the podcast. There's nothing wrong with that, right?
Yeah, totally not seeing a red flag potentially.
Until he goes to almost every one of them. Each girl he mentions that he wants to put on his podcast is an OnlyFans girl.
Oh, I see where this is going.
Like no joke, he acts like this clingy, creepy weirdo, and it's like, hey, you want to do OnlyFans content together? And remind you, this guy isn't known for doing OnlyFans content. It is literally just a TikTok stick that he does. So he's like, you want to do an OnlyFans together? That's not even that. He's like, basically, said, hey, you want to? Can I
bone you on camera? Yeah.
Yeah, that's essentially what he's saying, and like some were like, no, that's weird to just ask me out of the blue, and just one girl said, oh, I'd be down, but again, it's not like I could come over today. You got to get tested 2 weeks in advance and have an OnlyFans account.
The fact that she said she was down is hilarious.
But it's like, yeah, I wouldn't mind, but you got to get tested and shit like that. And it's like, no, but I want to do it now. I want to do it today. He's like, you know what? Never mind. I got someone else for the podcast. Like, bro, it is crazy.
Okay, I could see that being like a bit, like, you know, he's just toying with them, like messing with them, but nah.
No.
But he sounds like he's dead ass serious.
He's dead serious.
Oh, nah.
Like, everyone called him out for it. Everyone. And it kind of destroyed his career.
I can't imagine why.
I just thought it was funny.
This
Verbally
video
spreading away.
serves as-
I like the one where it's Oscar Proud from the Proud family.
Oh,
movie.
yeah,
The-
I saw
the
that on
weird
Twitter.
running head.
Why does Max look
That
like
was
Ezra
hilarious.
Miller?
Scream for
He
action.
kind of does.
against the
A
perpetrator.
little bit.
A little bit.
Okay,
little bit.
this is our vampire werewolf cult leader, everybody. Allegedly. the video? Did the video freeze, or is it just not dialogue?
Oh, it's like a purpose edit. Purposeful
Okay.
edit.
Bro, I can't read this. I can't read this shit. You flashing too fast.
Yeah, like this like he says, oh, you might resort to legal action. He does this, he does that, yada yada yada. Okay, it'd be great if I could read it. Like,
Yeah, like
it'd be great.
I just tried to pause it, and YouTube is lagging, so I can't even.
Camden Gerard Davis. Leviathans.
Oh wait, I cut off the
Coming
stupid
for you,
line. Let me rewind.
Gerard Davis. Leviathans.
Who else do happy
are
YouTubers
coming
learn
for
from Billy
you.
Mitchell?
Okay, so this is something that a lot of YouTubers do, where they'll have text on the screen, and it's not up long enough for you to even remotely read it or pause to read it, and it annoys the shit out of me.
If you're doing like an ARG or an analog horror thing, sure, but like,
Sure, but when you're trying to convey information about a potential crime, like this guy's doing, have the text on screen for more than a millisecond, damn it.
that was too funny for a dramatic pause.
Yeah, it was. It was way too long for that.
Also, the weird thing is like you couldn't find any other video or picture of this guy because I can't take that seriously.
I know. Like, if I was covering like somebody who was just weird, that would be the picture I'd use for, like the thumbnail. Him with the vampire teeth.
Reminder that told his audience to meme Camden instead of taking it straight to the police. Yeah, that's again the big again a giant fucking problem. Like, yeah, you're really not helping anything. You're saying a lot, but you're not doing a lot.
Like, at that point, I'm questioning if you're taking this seriously at all, because
speaking, but you're not saying anything. That's essentially what you're doing.
Like, asking your audience to meme the guy makes it really hard for me to take this serious. Like, if the audience does it on their own volition, that's one thing. You know, because, I mean, it's the internet. We meme the fuck out of dark shit. How people still meme 9/11, and it's fucking funny. Some of the memes are funny.
Unless like you like have again like EDP where it's like, oh, it's concrete proof that he's a pedophile. Yeah, make fun of him.
Yeah,
make fun of him.
Dunk on him.
It's fine.
Cupcake. That's all I gotta say is cupcake.
I really hope he didn't just say his kidneys were failing just for like attention. I really hope his kidneys are failing in Minecraft, of course. In Minecraft.
Well, I don't know what the fuck. YouTube is so laggy. I press pause like. I apologize for flashing lights in this, but what is okay? Was the cracker thing supposed to be like the breaded, the Jesus bread thing? Because it just looked way too weird there.
I think. Hang on, to give a little bit of leeway. I think cracker might be like a code in like human trafficking.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Like, I know there's a lot of weird codes in like human trafficking and pedophile shit. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But yeah.
Threats of extinction rise. What the hell are you talking about? You want to talk about actual threats of extinction? We could talk about how apparently like men's sperm count has been on a steady decline for like the last 30 or 40 years. And scientists are actually worried about that, but we're not going to go there on this stream because that's a complete derailment. I'm not going to get in that tangent. That's a threat to extinction.
No, I was going to say this reminds me of an Alex Jones video, but even Alex Jones has more tact than this.
Yeah, because for one, Alex Jones is just fucking entertaining. Even if I'm sorry, like even if sometimes he's kind of right on something, or like he's halfway there to something correct. But he just is so outlandish with it, you just kind of laugh with him, like laugh at it.
Yeah.
Like the gay frog thing. That like, what was actually happening was the chemicals were turning the frogs from like male to female. It wasn't actually making them gay.
Frog's gay.
But of course, him saying it like that is way funnier. Even if I don't think he was intended to be funny.
Like most frogs are like natural hermaphrodites, which makes it even funnier.
Yeah, something like that, or they can change. If they're. I know some frogs can straight up change if like they detect like their population is lacking one sex or the other. They can just switch.
Like I said, most frogs are like hermaphrodites. Same thing with like certain fish too, like clownfish are hermaphrodites.
Yeah,
too.
clownfish can do that. Which, by the way, makes Finding Nemo way more cursed if you know how clownfish actually work. Again, okay, so she's spitting the crackers onto a tarp. Okay.
She's spitting it out onto like a bed of even more crackers. Okay.
Okay, symbolism, I guess. I don't know what it means, but alright.
The enemy of children are the enemy of all of us, I guess, yeah?
Yeah, I don't disagree with that statement. I just wish it wasn't in something that was supposed to be talking about an actual, you know, werewolf cult. Okay, we need to see vomit.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, you say spread the message, but like, what is the message? We're almost halfway through and I can't tell you what the message is. Aside from a girl went missing and black dude with werewolf teeth have something to do with it. Allegedly.
This is performance art shit. No, it's not performance art. It's literally just ARG shit.
Yeah,
This is
it's
literally
ARG
just ARG
shit.
shit.
Which, again, like we said in the beginning of the stream, if somebody who's watched this does ARG shit, we're not talking about you. You're fine. Just
I like ARG.
I like ARG.
I like analog horror. I do like it.
I watch
know it's
Nightmind
overplayed.
cover some weird ass ARG shit that I've never heard of before, and I would be sitting there like, oh, that's actually kind of cool.
Also, look up Mystery Flesh Pit. That's a good one.
All right, I'll look that up off stream. We're not even.
God's will is not written in man-made books. It is written in our DNA. Reproduce and protect our offspring.
I know Deadwing Dork made this joke before, but it's like he doesn't even have kids. Why is he like this?
I mean, like, even if he did have kids, this wouldn't make it any less weird.
Yeah.
It wouldn't make it
Vomiting
any
on a
less
tarp can
weird,
definitely
let's be
count as modern performance art. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, dude. Like, there actually was an art thing where a lady was drinking, like, colored liquids and then vomiting them onto a canvas, and someone claimed that was art, and it's like, bruh. I could just get a bucket of paint, and a bunch of buckets of paint, just flick them onto a canvas, like, there you go. It's abstract art. What does it mean? I don't fucking know.
I remember someone made, like, a performance piece, I guess you can call it that, where this is kind of so disgusting that basically they were a trans individual, and I don't mean to like dismiss anybody who's trans or whatever. They were a trans individual who were upset about like Trump's bathroom laws, so he saved all of their piss.
Oh, I saw that.
In a giant glass box and presented it as a performance piece, and I'm like,
yeah, I saw that. That's just nasty.
It's nasty.
It's just nasty.
It's nasty.
I still love that Dankula video. Instead of calling it autism, he called it artism. He's like, he had like a thing where he spelled the word autism in spaghetti and with tomato sauce. And he's talking like an artsy voice, and his dog is starting to sniff the spaghetti. He's like, Buddha, please don't eat the fucking spaghetti. Get in the piss box. Yeah, that's got modern art, and I don't fucking know, man.
Box 360, yes.
Yeah.
The Piss Box Series S.
Piss Box Series X, there you go.
Art are descendants.
And by the way, the reason why he's doing all God shit is because he changed his channel to... For some reason, he changed his channel name to God Cult, which is an acronym for Guard Our Children or something. Guard Our Descendants, sorry.
Cult.
Which, okay, that's kind of clever, but like... If you're trying to get a message out to people, changing your channel name fucks with your analytics. So people aren't going to see the video as much because it's not linked to your channel.
More artistic merit than modern art.
That's a sad thing. You're not even wrong.
Sad, but it's kind of true.
You ain't fucking wrong.
As your first command,
Welcome to God
I
Cult.
kindly ask
So you're gonna
share
fight a
Spencer's
cult with a
story
cult. Okay, sure.
Yeah, and he also tries to argue that like every YouTube channel that has a following is like displaying cult-like behavior, and I mean some of them do. Like, some of them probably do.
Have you seen Sniper Wolf Sims?
Yeah, Sniper Wolf Sims. OnlyFans Sims.
Like, can you like? Here's the thing, and you gotta understand this. Like, Sniper Wolf is mid.
And she got all that plastic surgery too. Like, let's be real. Like, she fucked up her face with
I don't
plastic
even think
surgery.
it's plastic surgery. I think
No,
it's
it
just,
is.
like,
It is. People have proven it.
On. Okay, well, it's like a lot of makeup and shit. It's like she's painfully mid.
And she photoshops too. Like if you've seen Nerd City, he shows that all of her photos are photoshopped, which is funny because she had a series where she was calling out other people for photoshopping their pictures on Instagram, but she does the same shit.
Yeah, like I'm just gonna say this, and like if I'm right, I'm wrong, edgy, I'll eat my shoe or something. I don't know. Like I'm telling you, at some point down the line, I'm saying it's a possibility. She might just go on OnlyFans, like fucking say go on OnlyFans. Like I'm sorry, like I could see that, I could see that happening.
I would not be shocked at all.
That happening. I would not be shocked at all.
No, I would not. I would not bet against that happening. Also, okay, I
That's
will
all I'm
say
saying.
this image would go hard if it was a metal cover with the text removed. Like, that would go hard as a metal album
again,
cover.
I think this is just AI.
I don't know. We can check the credits of the video, see if he credited somebody for these images later, but
Because they look like AI, you know.
they might be. I don't know. It's kind of that's like with all the pixels. And there goes PewDiePie. And what the hell is this? Okay, so this is. I'm gonna read this. Dear Felix at PewDiePie. Oh wait, do I need to do this in an edgy voice? As a new parent, you're undoubtedly experiencing the transformative mechanisms that we describe here. If you find the time, we would be honored if you could share our important message with your audience. How's my Mama Max impression?
And he's got like a little scan code there. That's great.
Yeah, he's got a little
Again,
QR code.
don't try to emotionally blackmail someone with their fucking child, you weirdo.
Yeah, leave him alone. And PewDiePie doesn't even cover serious shit. Like that's also weird.
He doesn't even cover. He doesn't catch your. He's retired. Like what do you want him to do anyway?
Like half of his videos recently, to me, at least from what I've seen, were like him and like Cinnamon Toast Ken, like over video chat reacting to like reality shows and laughing at them.
Like he admits, like he's semi-retired. He'll make videos for fun when he feels like it. And, like, a good chunk of his videos now are just kind of like vlogs.
Yeah.
You know, good for him. Good for him. He's living his life, man.
Yeah.
But,
He literally doesn't have to upload ever again if he does not want to. To be fair, any
loaded.
YouTube.
He's like
He's
a
loaded.
millionaire.
Which, to be fair, any YouTuber can do that, but for him specifically, like, he's loaded. Like, he does not need YouTube for income anymore.
Unlike Herbalace, he spent $50,000.
And bankrupted himself over damn Charlie.
To be fair, I don't know if he's actually bankrupt.
I think that's BS. Because I know the 15-year-old thing was BS.
Like for instance, because like he has a lot of subscribers. He has 5 million subscribers, and his videos do like consistently like in the high millions. So it's not like his videos are struggling. They do very well.
And it's not like they're controversial, so he should be getting ad revenue.
Should be getting. I heard like he made a video where he's like, "Oh, the algorithm sucks, and my channel's done, and like not doing as well." I think there's a video like that. I haven't seen it.
There is,
like,
and people are pointing out that like the main reason why is because it takes them so long to upload anything. Because YouTube algorithm kind of rewards you with pushing out content as fast as possible. But of course, when you're doing animation, that's not possible unless you've got like I don't know, 20 people animating for you.
I mean, like he's done videos in the past where they got like like his last like beatbox cartoon rap. That's so weird to say.
That is weird to say.
His like last beatbox cartoon rap battle was like 8 months ago, and that got like almost 7 million. That's still not a small number.
It's not. And I mean, I've seen YouTubers that go on hiatus for like 2 years, come back with a video, and it breaks like 100,000 within like the first 3 hours.
For instance, fucking fucking JonTron uploads once in a blue moon, and he's done okay.
Yeah, it's like an event when JonTron uploads. You're like, wait, JonTron uploads?
I mean, to be fair, JonTron is still funny. He's the only part of Game Grumps that's still funny.
Yeah, he is funny. I kind of miss his old videos when he was reviewing movies, but his new videos are freaking good.
Didn't he used to review video games at first?
He reviewed video games, and he kind of did movie reviews, which is how I found him, because he did the Birdemic movie, which is so fucking bad. Like, the video he made is hilarious, but the movie is so fucking bad.
Okay,
and there's 3 of them.
Tommy Wiseau had better direction than this. Why are you tearing me apart, Max?
Pedophile. Why are you tearing me apart, pedophile? I just want to make love to my future wife.
And Mandela's catalog's pretty good. My only problem is like after they reveal what the alternate looks like, it kind of goes downhill and gets a little silly.
I have to
Like, that's
actually
just me.
watch that one because I've heard people talk about it, but I've never actually seen it.
It's good, but like after they reveal what the monster looks like, it kind of goes downhill in my personal opinion.
My friend introduced me to his game reviews. I'm an OG fan. Same friend of mine introduced me to his game reviews, and well, first he started with the Birdemic review, and then I was like, okay, I gotta watch this guy's shit. He's funny.
You know what? I'm gonna go watch JonTron later. 'Cause, like his content's just that good.
It is that
His content's
good.
just that funny. Also, by the way, guys, I don't know if you saw my last stream where I was drunk and like made a poor decision to stream. Yeah, I might be doing content soon.
Who is this YouTuber?
Like, I don't know, but like I might be doing like content soon.
Okay, I have.
Alex Fridman. I've heard of this guy. I don't know what he does, but I heard of him.
I've heard this name dropped somewhere before, but I have no idea what he does. Your voice is okay. Dear Lex at Alex Fridman. I hate this font. Your voice is undeniably the most influential on this platform. It's evident that we share a common vision for the future of humanity, one that is deeply rooted in love. We would be delighted. I should have been reading this in the edgy voice, but I don't feel like it right now to engage in a meaningful conversation with you on the subject. Again, like, did you DM these people? Did they consent to you putting them in these videos?
Alex Fridman, like, makes podcasts?
Up there he is. There's Cool Cat. There's Mr. Beast.
But, like, I guess he just makes, like, podcasts or whatever. Again, I would say, like, Critical's probably the most vocal. Critical's the king of YouTube. After PewDiePie stepped down, Critical became the king of YouTube.
What I don't get is why didn't he reach out to channels that already cover, like, crime stuff, like Coffee House Crime, or That Chapter, or Dreading, or Dire Trip. You know, because they already cover criminal stuff, so they might even be more willing to do this.
I might get into this later, but like someone kept pointing out, like, yeah, it sounds like you're desperately trying to just get attention rather than actually get.
Yeah, that's exactly what this is. This is I'm trying to get.
It doesn't feel like you're trying to get the message out there or like the situation out there. It feels like you're trying to get attention on your videos in the worst way possible.
Yeah.
That's really. It's really shitty. I'm sorry. It's a really shitty thing to do. I'm sorry.
Okay, let me read this.
Analog horror all feels samey. Samey to me. VHS filter. Ooh, there's a pre-monster. One. Yeah, like it's kind of gotten overused. I'm not gonna pretend it hasn't, but I still like it. Like when it's good, it's good. Yeah, that's just how I feel.
All right, let's get to this. Dear Jimmy at Mr. Beast, your philanthropic endeavors and impactful use of your platform have been both inspiring and aspirational for us. I believe that your influence could serve as a powerful catalyst in the war I've been fighting uphill here on YouTube. We're not asking for your money, just your voice. Okay, bro.
Yeah, okay.
Again, like, does Mr. Beast's channel seem the kind of channel he's gonna bring up something that freaking dark? You know what I mean?
Now we got Joe Rogan.
I don't even watch Joe Rogan, so I can't really say if Joe Rogan will cover this.
No, even Joe Rogan would get something this fight. Again, okay, I want to do this one. Hang on.
All right.
Okay. Welcome to diverse range of guests on your podcast, offering different perspectives on various issues. As a father yourself, you would be an ideal person to help disseminate our message. Yeah, again, you're kind of emotionally blackmailing people, and that's really shitty. That's a very shitty thing to do, my guy.
If he had left
Even
it at...
then,
Sorry, I'll let you finish.
I'm saying, like, there's no reason to bring up him being a father and him having children, like, to try to... Because at the end of the day, dude, you're doing this for attention. That's the main thing. Like, that's the part that pisses me off. You're not doing this like, oh, I'm trying to give people a voice, trying to give more people a message. You know how you can do that? It's by pointing out a very important issue, getting all your facts right, getting all the evidence made clear, and you know what would have happened? People would have talked about it naturally.
Yeah.
Moist Critical would have talked about it. Mudahar would have talked about it. people would have talked about it.
I might have
because it
even
was a
talked
serious
about
issue.
it.
Yeah, people would have talked about it because it's a serious issue. People would have talked about it. Like, the fact that you're not taking it seriously, people aren't gonna talk about it. They're not gonna get into it. And if this guy could be the biggest creep in Creepenstein.
Yeah, he
the
could be the
capital of
YouTube
Creepenberg.
equivalent of Epstein for all we know.
Exactly, but at the end of the day, like, we don't care because you're not doing this seriously.
You're not
It's not
presenting
just a,
it
it's
seriously.
not just a message. It doesn't like. Here's the thing. It doesn't matter if your message is save puppies and orphans or whatever. If you smack me with a baseball bat and tell me to save puppies and orphans, I don't care what your message is. I'm gonna be mad that you smacked me with a baseball bat.
It's like the people who defended that movie Cutie saying, "Oh, it's against child exploitation." Like, yeah, but they're actually exploiting children in the fucking movie. That's the problem. Like, you can have that message without exploiting kids to do it. It's like if I wanted to make a movie about, hey, animal abuse is wrong. So for this movie, we're gonna actually kick the shit out of a puppy for 10 minutes. Like, it's not CGI, it's not a puppet, it's a real dog we're kicking the shit out of for 10 minutes.
Which Max is worse, Mr. Girl or Mama? Mr. Girl.
Mr. Girl.
Mr.
That's
Girl.
not,
Mr.
Mr. Girl, that's
Like,
not even a
by a long
contest.
shot. Max is just a weirdo and an idiot. Mr. Girl is
The worst
like,
I can... Sorry.
how do I put this? Like, what's the great way to put this? With someone like Vosh, he's just a bit of a sex weirdo, but he may or may not have CP on his computer. Mr. Girl, he definitely has CP on his computer. I know he just went over, hey, we need to make sure, like, hey, person has evidence or whatever, but not for Mr. Girl. I think we can safely assume.
Let's put it this way.
We can assume the worst for Mr. Girl. Let's be honest.
The worst thing I can say about Max is he did have a bunch of his exes accuse him of being abusive, apparently, but he did, like, apparently debunk all that shit very thoroughly, so I don't know, make of that as you will. Like, that might be the worst skeleton in his closet, but Mr. Girl...
Mr. Girl's an actual pedophile. He even admits it.
He admitted to it. I mean, it's kind of like...
I don't know,
where else
weird how
do you
people
go?
are kind of just ignoring it. That it's kind of like they don't kick him off like EDP because like for some reason, it's like he literally called the girls and cuties hot. Like, yeah, that's no.
I think
it's
because like YouTube isn't sure if he's being ironic or not. Like, you know,
fuck that. No, I don't care if you're. Here's the thing. I don't know who said this, but like there are some things that are fucked up, even if you say you're doing it ironically. I'm sorry, and like saying that about a kid is one of them. I don't care if you're doing it ironically. Don't joke about that.
just don't do that. That's one of those things. I'm like, don't do that.
Like, no, go kill yourself in Minecraft.
Even if
kill
you're
yourself in Minecraft.
like, you have to be very careful with if you're gonna joke about that. You gotta be extremely careful with that.
Like, here's the thing. There's nothing funny about. Like, I get what you're saying. Like, you can, like, I agree. You can make jokes about whatever you want, but at the end of the day, there's nothing funny about being attracted to little girls. There's nothing funny about that. You can't make that funny, unless it's like.
The funny I think comes from the shock of it.
Unless it's like a lolly meme where you're like, oh, he's going to jail.
Yeah, that's fucking funny. Like
that's funny. I'll let. That's kind of funny.
Like the Shiguri Ui video at Lollygod Requiem, people edited that with that damn rap song, and they edited her a little anime girl dance thing with these hardcore gangsters talking about their 9mm going bang in the hood. It's fucking funny. To me, I would play it, but I'm gonna get a copyright claim if I play that shit.
No, it's like oh, I got one meme where the guy's like, where like he's obviously weird animes where it's like, you know, the little sister or whatever, and then the guy's like, I'm going to jail.
Yeah, like that's funny.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I'm going to jail.
Or the meme where Kana from Kobayashi Dragon is like, jail is that way, Oni-chan. It's like, you know what you did. Like, that's funny. Like,
That's funny.
That's fucking funny.
Is Philip DeFranco even relevant anymore?
I don't even know, bro. I was gonna say that. Like,
Hang on. Let me look at his channel. Hang on.
I'll read Phil
I want to
DeFranco's
see
message.
if Philip DeFranco is still.
God, I hate this glitch editing where the text comes in because it makes me think the video is bugging out. Okay, I'm gonna read this. Dear Philip, at Philly D, we are pleasantly surprised and grateful to see you cover our movement. Hashtag pick a side YouTube. Thank you for your invaluable support. We humbly request your aid as we advance our cause.
Hang on, let me see.
Again, you have
This
not.
video, it's
Sorry.
This video still do okay. Still do okay.
Okay, fair enough. Oh god, you bringing Ethan Klein to this. Voice change you use would really work well with it. The thing is, all I do is like pitch shift my voice down and throw reverb on it. It's not even a voice changer. I got pitch shifted down like 20.
This video looks like a scene from a bad found footage movie.
It does. Like when the serial killer comes out and like this, or like a supernatural monster comes out and the camera goes haywire because it's trying to mask the subpar effects. Dear Ethan and Gila, as parents, we know you understand the critical importance of safeguarding our children's well-being. Again with the guilt trip, we're confident that our message will resonate. I fucking hate this font. Will resonate deeply with you. Would you kindly consider featuring this brief video on your podcast? Just a moment of your time could have a lasting impact. Wait a minute. Okay, that's right. He does actually do video for the podcast. You would actually see this video. Never mind.
Like, here's the thing, and I think this is really weird. I think it's really fucked up. This feels like something like an early YouTuber would do who doesn't know how YouTube works. Like, hey, hey, Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, come see this video. You know what this reminds me of? You know that game Hello Neighbor?
Yeah.
Fucking game Hello Neighbor. You know, I don't know if you know this, but like they went on like this Twitter.
They were trying to get
tirade,
MatPat to
They're trying
do
to
a
get
video.
MatPat to talk about it. Like, oh yeah, it's like, oh, God, can you get? I can't believe what this mystery in the next update's gonna be. I wonder what MatPat is going to fucking.
Yeah, that was
It's
so
very
cringe.
interesting if you looked into this. I was like, my God, that is so
is
fucking
cringe.
my dude.
That is cringe.
Like, oh.
Stop.
Also, rest in peace to Film Theory, I guess, because MatPat's retiring soon.
Yeah.
Again, say what you will about him. He's been a great creator.
My whole thing with this is, you know what this feels like? You know, like when YouTubers are getting like someone's like abusing copyright and they make a video explaining how this person's abusing copyright and they ask people to share it with their audience and they maybe tag some YouTubers they're cool with to help them share the video out. That's what this feels like, but this is for something so serious that it just seems inappropriate.
What you described, that's perfectly okay. It's like, yeah, could you spread this around because, you know, we're like, I think Diesel Patches and the fucking It's a Gundam did that recently where they're like, yeah, YouTube, can you, like, YouTube people they were cool with, like, yeah, can you guys spread this around, make sure YouTube's fucking us over?
Yeah, like that's fine. Like if you ask your audience, hey, can you share this around, you know, on social media, whatever, you know, like this, all that stuff. Maybe, you know, any other content creators, you know, please cover this if you feel like if there's something you're interested in covering, you know, that's fair. But like directly calling people out like this, especially when you put Charlie in the frickin' thumbnail, originally it's just really just bad taste.
Edgy, how did my chicken soup look green? I don't know how it became green.
I don't know, what the hell would you put in there?
I put green onions and like spinach, but like still looks too green for my taste.
I don't know. Okay, what the hell is Anthony Fantano gonna do?
Fantano gonna do? What is he gonna do?
Like, is he gonna review, like, if one of these Predators, if Cameron made like a metal album, is he gonna sit there and review? It's like, yeah, I can't get behind the subject matter of this, like like on a technical level, the chords and the strings are all that stuff is very good, like, but like the message of the song about screwing little kids, I can't.
Hang on, let me read this. Hang on. Hang on. I'm gonna read this in my Sonic voice because I think people are tired of the edgy voice.
Sure, do it. Mix it up.
Hey, dear Anthony Vantano, at Needle Drop. The banger you're currently enjoying is Replicant Army by Filmmaker. We believe your audience would appreciate this fiery composition. Would you consider exposing them?
Somebody clip this and then just put just clip the audio and just put Sonic over it with like this is a backdrop with no context. If you tag me in that, I will share that out and just be laughing hysterical. I might even do it.
I did that on Twitter with like somebody like responded to my comment. And it was like that. He spit bro risked it all. And he didn't even get her to beatbox, and I just had to do my shadow voice. And someone put my voice over shadow template.
Oh, he pulls in Corpse Husband, the other deep voice dude who does creepy shit on YouTube. You know what?
I hear this man makes women's panties drop.
You know, Jeff, you want to read this shit? Get over here and read this. I'm tired. Dear Corpse Husband, at Corpse_Husband, a significant portion of your audience is at an age that makes them more vulnerable to predatory behavior. Unfortunately, many predators exploit your likeness to attract these young individuals. Would you kindly consider sharing our message to help prevent potential harm? Is that good, Edgy? Is that good? Am I gonna get paid now? I'm out of here. I'm gonna go smoke some weed now. What?
This is cool. Hang on, 1 second. I found this Lost Media thing, and it's like pictures of like Don Bluth canceled Beauty and the Beast movie.
Oh, that's interesting.
That looks cool. Also, like the main villain is a baddie. Hang on, let me I just gotta send it to you. Hang on.
What's the last good found footage you've seen? I don't know if I would call it. It was kind of good. It was this thing called, I forgot what it was called. It was on Amazon. It was like Project something. The whole concept was, it was like this dude was filming like a YouTube reality show, then people claimed they were monsters, and then it turns out they were actually monsters. And it was kind of dumb, but it was entertaining dumb. Not really scary. This video also looks like the old "Would you steal piracy" ads from back in the day.
You wouldn't steal a DVD. You wouldn't steal a woman's purse. You wouldn't steal a car. You wouldn't steal movies.
It's like those are some disproportionately different things. Beauty and the oh wow, yeah, damn, the lady in the background, yeah, she kind of bad.
Here's the thing. You know how I showed recently I showed Edgy like a Ralph Bakshi movie. And I don't think he liked it, but he did admit it was weird.
Yeah, like I said, it was weird. I can't say I hated it, but it was weird.
Yeah, like Don Bluth is kind of the same way if you look at his stuff. Like he kind of has no chill when it comes to stuff like that. And
oh, the chat wants to know which one.
Oh, we were watching Coonskin, the classic. Yeah, it was good. It was good. It was good to expose people to our Lord and Savior Ralph Bakshi.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like have you seen like fucking what was it called, Dragon's Lair, Princess Daphne from Dragon's Lair?
Yeah, I've seen some stuff from that.
That's Don Bluth, man. Don Bluth may be like, you may know him as like the wholesome mouse movie guy in Land Before Time, but nah, nigga could be horny on main at times. People forget that.
Most of the time, he's only using 2% of his power.
It's like Chris Sanders. I remember I showed you guys Chris Sanders too, and I was like,
okay, noob next door. I gotta read this in Edwards. You wouldn't infinitely copy something with no consequences, would you? If it's Ubisoft games, yes. Fuck them. Talking about we gotta get comfortable with not owning your games. Get comfortable with me not buying your shit. Wait, I already do that, so never mind. Because you haven't made a good game in years.
Yeah, to make him watch Lord of the Rings, Bakshi. I told him next time we're gonna watch Wizards, which is just Lord of the Rings on crack. I told him whenever he has free time, we're gonna watch Wizards. Wizards is my favorite Ralph Bakshi movie.
You will own nothing and be happy. Yeah, basically.
You get nothing, sir. You lose. Good day, sir.
And you know
Imagine
what? For the
having to go
weebs out
through
there
like-
to make that message feel a little bit better for you guys. Here's the sheep YouTuber telling you how you will have nothing and you will like it.
You will have nothing and you will like it.
Maybe want that again.
You will have nothing and you will like it.
There, for the weebs in the audience to understand what Ubisoft was saying. You will have nothing and you will like it.
You know, it's originally from Caddyshack.
This video.
Oh, is it really from? Oh, is that really what that's originally from?
Yeah, it's like you'll get. He's like, well, he slaps the guy upside the head. He's like, I want a corn dog, no a milk. I want a hot dog, no a milkshake. You'll get nothing and like it.
This is Spencer, by the way. This is our. I'm gonna call her Victim Prime. There's apparently allegedly hundreds of victims.
I would like to extend my most heartfelt apology that this is how you have to find all of this out. But the fact of the matter is, your son, Camden Gerard Davis, has been victimizing.
Wait, did she say the mother's name in this video? Because I know he doxed the mother and the brother.
This video.
Let me rewind. I want to make sure.
This video is for Seema Davis.
Yep. You said her whole fucking name.
I would like to extend my most heartfelt apology that this is how you have to find
At
all of
noob
this out.
based, yeah.
But the fact of the
But
matter is,
yeah, it's
your son,
fucked. Like you
Camden
pretty much
Gerard
doxed his whole
has been
family,
victimizing
but they
hundreds
probably had
of
nothing to do with it.
That's
let's
what's
be
wild
honest.
to me. It's like, it's one thing if you had contacted them in private and you didn't like leak anything public about them, you know, and ask them saying, hi, we're trying to find information on Camden. Yeah, I don't know how much you would tell them, because I don't know if you want to tell them all this shit, because then they might not tell you anything. You know? But
Yeah, man, it's. Yeah, I already told Edgy about the original concept for Cool
of
World.
minors.
yeah.
By March of 2016,
And again, at the very least, it would have been interesting.
he convinced me.
Max is
Oh,
always
I see what we
almost
got.
boxing, but just barely skirting around the border of legality. So annoying. Oh, and in a stream he did with Lyrics, he tried to claim that someone's full name isn't saying somebody's full name that's not public on the internet isn't doxing. When it's like, no, that is doxing. That's personal, identifiable
That's
information.
documented. Unless they put that information out there themselves, or it's like on like a police report or something. And unless it's on a public record or they tell people themselves, then yeah, it's doxing.
And I include doxing as if, say, someone has a LinkedIn with their real name, but they have like an online persona under an alias, and you link the two together. That to me is still doxing. Because yes, their real name was technically public on the internet, but it wasn't linked to, you know, their mainstream internet presence. Like, I consider that doxing, just so we're clear. Because I know for some people that's a bit of a gray area, but to me, not as doxing. The person didn't want those two things linked.
I mean, like, I still can't get over like that one
lured me
guy
over state lines.
who was a furry who got fired from NASA.
Well, to be fair, he told like somebody at NASA on Twitter to suck his dick or
Oh,
something.
that's the worst part. That's the worst part. Like, the guy from that, like, the guy from like who was at NASA was like completely apologetic and was like, oh, it's basically told the guy, oh, it's fine, it's okay, it was on the internet or whatever. But I know like the overall like actual organization, because of like the because the furries got on his ass because they thought he got the guy fired, like so they harassed him. All the furries did, and that's what got the guy permanently fired because they kept harassing the guy. The guy had nothing to do with it.
Yeah,
The furries kept harassing him, and that's what got him fired.
That's just crazy.
Moral of the story: don't be a degenerate furry. You gotta do. Don't be a degenerate furry. People say Jews secretly rule the world, but it's actually furries. Okay, I'm sorry that joke was.
They rule the tech
that joke
world.
was bad, Jason.
Especially
Oh,
Discord.
yeah.
Like, Discord stand for a bunch of furries. Like, it's not even a secret.
I did make it to Atlanta on the bus, Camden got an Uber, came and picked me up, and brought me back to your house in Lilburn, Georgia. He mentally abused me, physically abused me, sexually abused me, and at even one point tried to kill me. Me and the other survivors, we are real.
Spencer.
Okay, that should have been like 2 minutes into this video. And also cut out the mom's name. Like, you can have her say it, but have it like censored or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, cause like that at least was like, okay, we got something. How long is this? This thing is 10 minutes long. We're 7 minutes in, and we're just now hearing from one of his alleged victims. Just to put that in perspective.
Enforcement agencies that failed her. To support this effort, all donations received in October via our Patreon will be allocated for this legal process. All additional funding will be used to film this story as it unfolds. If you are...
AKA that money's just going towards Max. The additional funding, allegedly.
I mean, it is his Patreon, but still.
Still,
Survivor of
yeah.
Camden Gerard Davis and would like to participate. Please reach out to
and
us.
like Ludahar even said
Use
this,
the
like
hashtag
running analytically, like
#WeAreReal.
before taxes and
And
shit.
do not stop
He's still making a
hashtagging
ton of
us
money
until we find...
off of this.
And see, like, if this was... Like, if you had presented all the evidence you had and then ended the video with this, that would have been fine. You could even keep the cringe voice. That would it still would have been cringe, but at least it would have been the video would have been fine. You know, it would have been concise and to the point.
You. If you're some rando just watching this video
man,
for fun, please help us find them.
need to get like a new Ethernet attachment.
We are real.
I hate running my computer on this fucking.
Thank you for watching.
Wow, the credits are that freaking long.
Credits take up one seventh of this video. Okay.
Okay, so now that we've established Spencer was also part of the cult, I mean, there are people straight up starting to believe that she isn't a real victim. Yeah, this is a thing that she admitted to in, I believe it was the podcast thing, that she basically incriminated herself in a crime. But we're going to go to the next video. This is someone actually explaining what the fuck was going on in Max's video in a concise manner. And you notice it's not even 5 minutes long. Exactly, Jem. What did we find out? What information presented? Where's the concrete evidence? Yeah, there wasn't any. You're paying attention.
He's starting to believe.
He's starting to believe. And this person, even though I'm actually going to mute this just because I don't know if the music's copyrighted. But they're absolutely right. A poor job has been done getting across exactly what this is all about. I agree with that. They called it the right thing to put forward. No, it wasn't because, you know, I don't. Yeah, this person, I'm going to link the video when we're done. But yeah, it says Spencer 16, seen here, ran away from home to live in Camden, the 18-year-old she met. Again, we're going to put alleged on all of this, just assume I'm saying allegedly. For legal reasons. Spencer's presence in Camden's home was a secret, giving him full control over what she was allowed to do. She was apparently bringing Mida to this call and bringing up a girl. And that's what I was talking about. She admitted to helping Camden lure other girls for, you know, sexual abuse purposes. So, like, she's not if she's telling the truth on that, she's not exactly, her hands aren't clean in this is what I'm trying to say here.
Like, I get being like manipulated and abused yourself, so you kind of have to force to like it's
Or
still
under
fucked.
the threat of
And you should
violence
still-
or something.
Yeah, it's still fucked, and I think you're partially responsible.
And I don't think you should
Um,
admit that, you know, on the internet, especially if you're trying to build a case against this guy, because then, you know, his defense could point out that, you know, like, are you really that reliable of a narrator? Because it's like you know, you've implicated yourself in a crime and all that stuff. You know, the same thing
If
you're
anything,
accusing
she's a
my client
criminal as
of.
well. Not a. I don't agree with that static whole. If this is true, if like everything, if most of what she says is legit, even if like half of what she says is legit, then yeah, she was definitely still a victim, and he probably was threatening her with like violence and stuff like that.
Yeah.
If she was being abused like this, so it's still fucked, and it's not really an excuse.
Yeah,
in the
we're not
grand scheme of things. You
absolving
still could've
her
told-
of this, but like,
But like, I'm not gonna say she's just as bad as him.
yeah.
Because she was still technically a child at the time. She was still being manipulated and abused. And you got to put that into perspective.
Yeah, I don't know.
If at least what half of what she said is true.
Yeah, because I don't know the full context of, you know, like what age she was at that point and all that stuff, or how bad it was. But it's saying during this time, Spencer was mentally,
We know
emotionally.
she was 16.
Okay, I don't know how long she was with them, because she might have become an adult. I don't know if they say how long she was there with this guy, but anyway, it says during this time, Spencer was mentally, emotionally, physically, and sexually abused multiple times by Camden. Again, I just got the video on mute because the music in it, I don't know if that's copyrighted. Camden also tried to get Spencer to sleep with other men he met online. That's a whole other level of fucked.
Yeah, like this doesn't really sound like a cult. It just sounds like an asshole and a piece of shit.
And
what it
the
sounds
problem,
like.
even with this video, even though he is conveying, you know, what the alleged victim is stating, there's no evidence here so far.
Again, all we have is her hearsay.
Which
Again, apparently, like other victims came forward, and yeah, but at the end of the day, it's still just hearsay. And again, the main problem is, I think what Max tried to do is, like, I don't know if he's done Predator stuff like this before, or how long he's been doing Predator stuff he's done before. I felt like he was trying to sensationalize this to make this, like, a big deal. To make this, like, not make this, basically trying to sensationalize the story by saying, oh, it's a cult, or this guy's a vampire, and it's like sex and blood, like, trying to sensationalize it, essentially.
Yeah.
And you don't need to do that.
yeah, because
You
the
don't
story
really
is
need to do that.
the story's already fucked enough that you don't need to try to make it sound worse.
Not even that, like, the story's fucked enough so if you speak about it, people will fucking listen. You have a decent sized channel. You have a strong fan base. They'll hear about this and they'll spread around about it. But again, the fact that you treated it like an ARG, people aren't going to take it seriously. And again, if at least half of what this stuff is true, this guy is a piece of shit and definitely should be arrested. Should be brought to justice. But again, the way you put it, the way you sensationalize it, people aren't going to take it seriously.
Yeah.
Despite, like, again, if half of this stuff is true, only half, it's enough that he should be investigated and put in jail. So, like, yeah, it's fucked.
Realize that in of itself should be the first thing brought up about the situation, at least from my perspective. The crimes committed clear. Yes, thank you. And it's funny, Game of Power. That's who we're talking about. Slime Beast this is the guy who actually presented this shit in a way that people, that you know what's being alleged here. Now the cult aspect, okay. So we're gonna get some info about how this is a cult. Camden, seen here, claims to be aware of God, among other things. He convinced Spencer and others that they too were vampires, werewolves, etc. He convinced Spencer / others they were being hunted by outside forces. He claimed he could send their dead loved ones to hell if he so chose. Through these methods, and more, he further attempted to control his targets. He would then have his followers try to recruit others online, some as young as 11. Goes without saying, if that's true, that's, that's fucked up and this guy needs to go to jail. It is unclear if every would-be recruit was to be brought in for sexual purposes or not. Spencer eventually left Camden's influence and moved home to her family. A nice little personal opinion section here, which I think is fine. Most importantly, if accurate, Camden definitely belongs in prison. This should be obvious. Yep, we agree with that. I don't think me or Slum are going to object to that. Now, present this case.
It's kind of hard.
Hmm?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you were going to say something?
I was gonna say, it's kind of hard to make fun of this because, like, this is actually serious. Like, it is being presented seriously.
Yeah.
Like, so, like, if I'm quiet, it's because, like, yeah, I don't have anything to say.
Right, exactly.
I can't, like, you guys know me. I can make light out of a lot of things. This is, this is something I can't do.
But because
my power is only so limited.
Because this is so serious, there's nothing for really to make fun of here, so... Let's see. Now, present this case in manner Mox has presented it, focusing on the cult aspect, focusing on other content creators, and himself was really, so he buried the lead of what crimes actually happened. Yeah, 100%. That's exactly what I think everybody was getting at with this. It should immediately be made clear that an 18-year-old preyed on a younger teen, enticing them via the internet. However, I only found his age by looking around for myself. Yeah, Max, someone else should not have to do that. After you made your video, like, they should not have to do that. Unless they wanted to verify that you were telling the truth, which, that's fair. Like, that's 100% fair to say, I want to check for myself, That's
Video
reasonable.
is half as long.
It's
I
less
got
than
far more
half.
information out of it.
It's like less than half. It's not even 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, most viewers won't bother watching through all of the associated videos or doing their own research. Yeah, I'm not sitting through a 5-hour podcast here.
Again, like I said, if it was so important, you would clip together a much shorter version that highlighted the points, and then show the unedited version to prove that it's unedited. It's not fabricated or anything.
I'm gonna steal a line from a YouTuber who he doesn't upload anymore, but he used to cover like pretty sick shit like this. This guy named Toad McKinley. He was doing a video on the like the Zoo Sadist thing, and he said that one thing I want to make clear before we begin this video: no one on the internet is a hero. If you have evidence that can land people in jail, keep your mouth shut and go to the police. And I agree with that 100%. Like, keep your mouth shut and go to the damn police.
The only reason the Zoo Sadist thing was difficult was because, like, they were, like, in different countries.
That and
so
a lot
it
of
was kinda hard
places actually don't have laws against some of that stuff.
Yeah, of course. So it was like the only reason the Snake thing was in jail was sadly because of the stuff he did to his nephew.
Yeah,
that's the only reason he went to jail. He did the actual fucking animals thing was kind of irrelevant. The fact that he actually did that to his nephew is why he was put in jail. I think he was in there for like 20. I think he's in there for like 20 years now.
Yeah, it's something, some long sentence that's deserved.
I really hope he's not having a good time.
Yeah, me neither.
I really hope he's not having a good time. Like, I hope someone will watching Dead Wing Dork stream in prison.
Yo, imagine your
really hope
cellmate is watching the Dead Wing Dork video covering what you did, and he just looks at you with the most murderous grin on his face, like, you ain't sleeping tonight, boy.
Look, if you get the chance, look up Jay Williams. He's a guy who tells like stories about people in prison, right? He's a chill dude. He's basically like a YouTube storyteller.
I think I've
except not
seen
gay.
like clips of his before.
Yeah, he's pretty down to earth, chill dude. He's pretty cool. And he like told stories about when he did like 10 years in prison. One of the stories was like a guy named Stacy, and the guy in there was like quiet all the time. I don't know why I'm doing this. I guess this is a bit of levity to make people feel better about the situation because this is very serious.
A little palate
cleanse. It's a bit of levity, I guess. a bit. Basically, Stacy was a very quiet fellow who worked in the prison. He kept his nose clean, he kept his head down, and that's usually not a big deal in prison. You know, most prisoners just want to do their time and go home. That's what most prisoners want to do. So like, they're like, okay, that's cool. They never thought too much about him, little dude, until one of the female guard officers found a newspaper clipping, a newspaper report or whatever. And the report was very heinous. And I want to put this out here. This is how much they don't like child predators in prison. Just putting this out here. So, this lady had the report about what this guy Stacy did and put it on the prison billboard for all the prisoners to see.
Oh, damn.
Stacy,
that's a death sentence.
So Stacy, the guy named Stacy, he basically someone choked on Stacy's man juice and Vienna sausage, and it actually made them suffocate. Said person who suffocated because of his oral fixation was a baby that wasn't even a year old. Yeah, so, everyone wanted to, they wanted to talk to him. They wanted to talk to Stacy. They wanted to talk to the guy,
Yeah, maybe with a loaded shotgun,
Yeah, that's just fine. But, like, no, that's not what happened to Stacy. So, like, Stacy tried talking to, like, the prison guards and was like, hey, can you please, because, like, if you, like, say, I fear for my life or whatever, they have to move you to another cell or move you to a hole or anything, something like that, right? Guess what? The minute he, like, banged on the door to, like, the main guard's tower thing or whatever, they pretended they didn't hear him. So, they got his closed door, like, yeah, we're closed for the day. You can't come to us. There was this big old black dude, this big, brawny... You already know where this is going.
Yeah, we know where this is going.
So, yeah, this big, brawny black dude. Biggest dude in the yard.
Bubba J.
Jacked as shit. Yeah. And he said, you know what? No one's gonna hurt this guy. He's going to stay in my cell. The first Stacy thinks, oh, he's gonna protect him.
Nope.
Yeah. Yeah, I know I'm losing people with this, but hear me out. Anyway, Jay said that night he heard Stacy screaming and yelling the entire night, and no one said or did a thing. No one said or did a thing, and all you could hear was screaming and him punching him and stuff like that. And
I don't blame him.
When the guy got out of the cell, he told Stacy, don't move, don't go out of that cell, you stay in there, you don't move at all. And apparently when Jay looked into that cell, he saw blood and feces everywhere. And the guy was just on the ground. Yeah, so, this went on for several weeks, by the way. He didn't go to his job anymore. He was, this happened numerous times. Sometimes it was quiet. Most of the time there was yelling and screaming and begging to stop. Yeah, that kept happening over and over again. Until one day, the jail had to officially, get into it because, if something like that happens, they have to have an investigation or whatever.
Yeah.
And a reminder, this guy told Stacy, hey, if you tell anybody, I'll kill you. Or whatever. But, no one was actually just people investigating. Stacy didn't actually say anything. So Stacy went to the hole. That guy went away to another prison section or whatever. And yeah, Stacy knew that his life in prison was over because it doesn't matter what you do in prison. People are going to hear about it. It doesn't matter where you go in the prison. People are going to hear. People are going to know. So Stacy hung himself. So yeah, happy ending.
Yep,
It's a pretty happy ending story. Concrete sandwich. No, it was more like having a shampoo bottle shoved somewhere very deep inside of you.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah,
Ooh.
that's what I meant. That's what I meant by blood and feces. It was everywhere. This guy, I don't. Yeah, you hear about those stories, and deep down, you're like, dude, does someone really deserve that? But then you go further down, and you're like, that person like that deserves that. A person like that.
Yeah, that couldn't happen to a better person.
The S ending.
The
Yeah,
S
get the
ending.
fucking get the ending from Sonic 06.
The S.
Hey guys, that was incredible.
Oh, Lord. Okay, so after this
Palate
video,
cleanser, sorry.
nah, you good. After this video, Max got a ton of shit, understandably,
Rightfully so.
and rightfully so. And he got into a stream with this other YouTuber named Larix, and we're not gonna watch the stream. We're gonna watch Larix's video going over all the shit that happened, because I was watching part of this stream live. And it was wild. I wasn't posting in chat, I don't think, but it was nuts.
Mama Max is a self-proclaimed pedophile hunter.
I'm the pedo hunting guy.
Who has gained a massive audience, respect from his peers, and a more than generous living via his Patreon that his fans...
Also, his tiers in Patreon are just fucking weird.
He's friends with Nux Taku? Really?
Yeah, that is still wild to me. He's like, Nux, what the fuck are you doing in this friend circle?
donate to him based on the understanding that he's cleaning up the streets catching pedophiles, but that's not true. He's a complete fraud. He has faked videos, lied about arrests he's made, mishandled investigations so poorly he actually helps the predators get away, falsely accuses people of being pedophiles entirely, doxes innocent people, and a lot more, all while exploiting his audience, directly saying that by paying him helps bring justice.
Oh, and I want to point out, I think Larry's gonna get into this. Most of Max's audience are a lot, well, not, I don't know most, but a lot of them are CSA survivors, so...
Also, this is probably
that just makes things
unrelated.
extra fucked.
Max looks like Wendigoon's like stoner loser brother.
he kind of does look like Wendigoon. Sorry, Wendigoon, for that comparison. I know you can't help it.
I think him and Wendigoon were like chill at one point. I know he was friends with like the horror side of YouTube for a while.
Yeah.
So maybe they were like friends at one point. I don't know. Don't quote me on that.
I'm a Game of Power. That all I'm gonna say is if Max felt this important about it, it would have gone to the police. He just wanted to make a name. That's how I feel about 99% of these private channels. Like the minute you have anything that could even remotely be considered evidence, go to the fucking police.
Also, he said like, oh, there's some stuff I can't reveal because of an NDA. Yet you can dox the guy, his mother, and his brother.
Here's the thing. So apparently, Mama Max has a Discord server with the survivors where they're posting evidence. But before you're allowed in, you have to sign an NDA, apparently. So, which may or may not be legally binding at all.
I'm just like it's just so stupid. Like, oh, I'm not going to reveal critical information that proves this guy is definitely a pedophile who did this shit. I'm going to dox him.
Yeah.
And his mother.
And then my question is, if you have evidence that you can't reveal for whatever reason, why the fuck are you making a video in the first place? And what do you expect other people to do when you want them to cover this topic? It's like, well, we can't see the evidence. We can't disclose the evidence either.
That is literally what Mudahar said. He said, yeah, I would really love to help. I would really love to, if this guy really is 1/10 the creep that she says he is, I would like to help. But you're not giving me any context. You're not giving me any evidence. That's my main problem. I would totally help you out with this video. I would totally stand by your side. But give me actual evidence. That's all you have to do.
Yeah, give me something.
Give me this
dick.
Okay.
Saving children and ridding it of pedophiles.
Well, again, I'm trying to make light of it.
Give me them titties. I don't fucking know.
Artist.
I want to do my best to be the best representative for y'all, because I know a lot of y'all feel like you've gone unheard. And
I love the Halloween music in the background. It's so corny.
And I want to.
But it's perfect.
I want to do something about it.
There is some out
Is he
there
making fun of his choice of music?
I think he is making fun. He's making fun of Mama Max. Lyrics is kind of a shit poster.
It's not.
What else do I need?
Whole fake story.
I'm gonna put
and
this on like a
problem
little
for
bit of
himself
fast
to come
speed
swoop
just so you can
in
get
as
through
if
this
he's
stuff
the
a little
hero
faster.
and save the day, taking all the honor, despite him making the whole thing up. In his Japanese cult video, Amshin Rikyo, he claims just by talking about them on his channel is going to put his life in grave danger. And the only
By the way,
way he can
I
help him
know
out
about Amshin Rikyo from I think Dankula's video. They are a real cult in Japan.
Yeah, they were.
But they've
a real
actually
cult in
committed
Japan.
terrorist attacks in Japan.
Oh, no, they committed the worst terrorist attack in Japan since technically Hiroshima.
Yeah, they're legit.
Yeah, legit. But like, here's the thing: they haven't been in power for years.
Yeah.
Like over 15 years, I think. Oh.
Did you hear about the
Yes,
report where this robber was R-worded by the homo? Yeah, didn't they like lock the person in their house like several days and then R-word them? Or something?
Oh yeah, it was I think it was in Australia. Like the guy came in. Now to be fair, well not to be fair, but to give context, both of them were on drugs, a lot of drugs.
Oh, I didn't know about that part.
Yeah, both of them were on drugs. So like he came in there with a knife to rob him or whatever. The guy got the better of him, and like he tied him up, pulled his pants down, and I'm a warrior, a bloody warrior.
We can do this the easy way or the hard way. The choice is yours.
He chose the hard way. But I'm sorry, but yeah, that's kind of what happened. And apparently, like the guy died, but like it wasn't on purpose. He just forgot he was there. I think he like dehydrated or something. He was dehydration.
It's like I forgot I had a guy tied up in my basement. I'm just
Man, hey, that's a typical Friday. What are you gonna do?
The person sitting across from the table just has their eyes just white as fuck, just stare at you like, Pardon?
by paying him on Patreon.
I may have just made myself a target to this cult, as they are still very much alive today. But guess what? They can.
Bro, you live in America. I don't think Amshin Rikyo is coming all the way to America to fuck you up.
Again, like, yeah, there are still like active members of the cult who like commit weird like terrorist acts or whatever. To be fair, like they're not like a completely dissolved threat. But at the same time, like, yeah, like, no, tons of people have made videos on Amshin Rikyo. You're not special.
Like, do you really think they're gonna waste their time getting one of their people to the States to kill you?
Yeah, you gotta say something bad about Muhammad to do that.
Yeah.
Suck a mama's fat, throbbing.
I don't mean to bring that. I'm just saying.
You're not wrong. Unfortunately,
I'm not trying to bring back to your channel, Edge. I'm just saying.
Guy needs a wall brand shave. God damn it! I hate the shaver and comb.
I'm just saying that if you actually draw a picture of Muhammad,
safe from the likes of Aleph.
People will feel justified in killing you, and the highest form of that religion will feel justified in killing you. And that's all I'm gonna say about that, because I don't want to get into this on Edgy's stream right now.
Nah, Noob Next Door when the burglars kicked up on a Thursday afternoon.
Oh my god, no. Nah, dude. Can you imagine someone seeing their burglar walk into their house, and then Ballin starts playing? It's like the Hand of Man video.
Oh no!
I got a new song.
I got a new 40 song to cheap. I swear, the only reason I know that song is from when they had someone did the AI voice of like an anime voice actor from Japan singing that song over clips of their character walking around Japan. With that shitty English.
I live in the ghetto. Like I'm always gonna hear these kind of songs.
Yeah, you are.
I got Edgy's upper class black. I'm lower class black. That's just how it is. Oh, I'm sorry. Edgy's a penguin. I forgot. My bad.
I'll probably be considered like middle class if anything.
Shameless. And in his next video, he says the deadly cult is now trying to attack him by sending him death threats in his email box and sending him a video game that apparently gives people brain hemorrhages.
Today, I'm going to apparently risk my life for you and play this game. In the video, I specifically mentioned that this cult may now be targeting me, and from what it looks like, that may be true. She responded back.
This
in
looks
Japanese
so
saying
fake.
this, which means
This looks really fucking fake.
I'll kill you.
Korosuzo? I've actually never heard that phrase say I'll kill you. Korosuzo. I'm gonna write that down. I'm trying to write that down. case I'm in Japan and somebody says this to me, I know what they're saying. Okay, what did I know? Hold on.
I only know. Imaewa Dindindeyu.
I know if you want to tell somebody to die, you say something like Shine or something like that, or she is death also, stuff like that. Or Shinda is dead.
I know Shina means death to some degree, or something like that.
Funny thing is, she also means 4, but it also means death, which is why there's like another word used for the number also. Which I think it's...
I know that. I know like the whole like, oh, the 4
Ichini-san.
means death.
I think it's Yan is 4.
I think like 4 actually like means death like in like Japanese culture or something like
Yeah,
4 of something signifies death.
It's kind of like it's kind of like 13 is an unlucky number in the West. It's kind of like their equivalent of that. From what I understand.
Wow, Mama Max is so committed to bringing us good entertainment and content.
But yeah,
He's
that
willing to
reminds me
risk
of
his
this
own
terrible,
life
of this
for us. Man, what a
horrible
fucking good guy.
thing.
I know it sounds crazy,
Saw,
but it's
like,
got to be real, right?
On motherfucking like an Instagram thread of like this girl like deadlifting and she's like I don't know like 6.
I saw that on Twitter.
I was like, man, we need the wood chipper.
He's like, where's the flamethrower?
We Hans, get the Fluffenwaffer. Heavy Fluffenwaffer.
Hey, get the flamer, the heavy flamer, brother.
Mama Max will lie about his life being.
I hate talking about stuff like this.
Yeah.
I really do. I hate it because it gets on my nerves and it makes me angry.
Yeah, this is why I kind of
this brave man.
rarely go into
cultists
deal with stuff like this, but
actually gonna get him someday, and
I'm gonna fast
know. No one's gonna talk about how he got a whole email from someone from the cult, and they actually threatened to kill him. Well, guys, luckily I don't think you have anything to worry about. You know, it's been nearly 4 years. Max's well-being, he admits it's bullshit.
Man,
but not just this one. Nearly every last one of his videos is completely fake.
I think Lyrics is like 19.
Between the fictional portrayal and the underlying truth.
I mean, like the people like commenting. Like,
Oh, yeah,
they're
probably
actually
minors.
Gmailed them.
Concern. While the narratives were crafted in fiction, the predator and the pursuit.
It really does look like Wendigoon.
Okay, I want you to pay attention to this because this already is a problem. So you're saying that the narratives in your videos are crafted in fiction, but you're claiming that the actual predator is real. But then that becomes a question. Now I have to question what is real and what isn't.
Well, here's the thing. He says that so he can't get sued.
Right.
So, like,
I know.
any legal action can be taken against him.
Yeah, because he'll say he's done something to get evidence that is illegal. But it's like, again, like now I have to question what is and isn't, you know, actual evidence in your videos, and that's not good.
I guess he's like saying, oh, I guess it's like literally, oh, kill yourself in Minecraft. I guess like he's doing that.
I guess.
You know what he means, even though he's saying something else.
But I'm just thinking a court of law, because you know when you're trying to convict somebody of a crime, you have to prove beyond a shadow of doubt that they did this thing, and this alone will be enough to generate some doubt. You know what I mean? Like potentially.
Press X to doubt, guys.
Yeah,
X
this is literally
chat,
this would literally be a press X to doubt in the courtroom.
I miss a lot of cringe.
A lot of cringe. A lot of cringe. Mom Max lived long enough to become the villain. He really did. He really did. It's not even funny.
Was he ever a hero to begin with?
Yeah, that's the question though. Like, was he ever
Crafted in fiction, the predator and the pursuit was very much a reality.
So the POs are real, but the narratives and everything else in your videos are fake? You released these as 100% real, and everyone in your comment section took them that way.
That's the other problem, is people in the comment section think that all this shit is real.
The fans paid you based on the fact that they were real. But now years later, once you're getting heats, you just casually admit they're fake after reaping the benefits of them for years. And it's not just him scamming his audience into donating to him under false pretenses. He lied about a girl killing herself in his IMVU video, and then blamed the creator of the game that the girl apparently got groomed on for her death.
Will Harvey expeditiously paved the winding way for himself, finally finding his road to the throne.
I think this is Maxwell talking right now.
But what was the cost?
Everything. A teenage girl, known only as the moniker KC1574.
There's something in here that makes no fucking sense that I want to see if you catch it.
Takes her own life after being groomed and raped by a man she met on the platform.
Is there an update on Casey? Can you talk about how you got
he
into the
didn't
account or
show
how
it.
you found it? Yeah, that's a bit much.
I can't talk too much about KC. I don't know what I can and can't say. I will tell you that yes, she's okay. That's all I'm gonna say.
You literally said she got R-worded and then game ended in Minecraft, bro.
What
the fuck?
Yeah, again, that's not. Now, that's not something you just fake and say, "Oh yeah, my bad, guys. It was actually fake."
But you see my point, though. Like, if you were, like, if this was in court, I'd be like, Your Honor, Your Honor, the defendant, I mean, one of the accusers here presenting evidence is an unreliable narrator, and here is my proof. They said this person died when and then later said they didn't. Which is it?
We got a problem. We got a problem. Better get edgy.
We got a turd in the punch bowl here.
No,
God,
like,
I didn't even know
instead
that
of Better
bullshit,
Call
thank
Saul,
God.
Better get
edgy.
Even though, disclaimer, I am not a lawyer.
I will tell you that.
I'm
Yes,
not
it's
even gonna
okay.
pretend like I'm LARPing as a lawyer. I'm just going off of like what a little bit of a criminal justice class I took in high school. All right, and some common sense.
I mean, if Saul Goodman can become a successful lawyer.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, thank God. I didn't even know that. Holy shit. Thank God.
Takes her own life.
Yes.
I love he just cuts back to the takes her whole life thing. That could be a new seems better get it. Yeah, that would be funny.
Is this girl Casey even a real person? He claims in his video that he found her no subscriber YouTube channel through a reverse image search.
That's the part I was talking about. That's Pain from Naruto. How the fuck do you reverse image search and know that it's the same account? Like, it's not fan art or something.
It's literally just Pain from Naruto.
Is there just Pain with a black and white filter over? I'm like, do you realize how many edgy teenagers had Pain as a profile picture? Like in middle school.
He wasn't even that great a villain. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Like, we can talk about what the merit of Pain as a villain aside, but do you realize how many motherfuckers had Naruto profile pics in middle school, in elementary school, and middle school? Like, you couldn't go in there without someone having some Akatsuki shit on their profile.
Or like the fucking L from Death Note.
Or L, yep, or Light. Like, if we're talking about a girl, it was usually L for some reason. Yeah. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Using her profile picture on the game.
Don't know, Mr. Krabs.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I guess hikikomoris are in with I guess emo hikikomoris were the hot thing for teenagers when I was a kid.
YouTube channel and found an unlisted video called "This Is Where You Raped and Killed Me," which is
imagine getting older. Imagine getting older and talking about
this
that.
girl's YouTube channel and found an unlisted video.
So he claims he hacked this girl's.
Oh, sorry.
He claimed he hacked this girl's YouTube channel to find this video titled "This Is Where You R-worded and game ended me."
Video called "This Is Where You Raped and Killed Me," which is a video that shows assumingly Casey filming the site of her.
That's just weird, bro. I don't know what to say to that.
Pillow in the middle of the woods. So if the narratives are fake, you not only lied about her death, but also that she was raped.
Mama Max says Wendigoon alternate for Mandela catalog.
Oh my God, yes. Oh my God.
He's Altagoon. Confirmed.
Oh, man.
Someone show that to. I wonder what Wendigoon's reaction that'd be if someone said that. If he's like ever covering this, someone posts that. I want to see his reaction.
Behind the scenes, get into her YouTube channel and find this secret
In one universe, he's a wholesome horror YouTuber named Wendigoon. And another it's like BioShock Infinite.
Yeah.
In one universe,
there's always a Wendigoon.
There's always a YouTube channel. There's always a content creator. And there's all. I'm sorry.
Nah, you good. We gotta get some levity in here because this shit is dark. But to me, my whole thing is, why the fuck would you lie about someone game ending themselves? Why the fuck would you lie about that?
I can't talk too much about Casey.
Yeah, no wonder you can't talk too much about Casey. You either made her entire existence up, or even worse, she's a real person that you lied about being dead to use as an argument point to blame her suicide on the creator of the game. So now that we know the narratives are completely fake in all your videos and can write those off, what about the predators and the pursuits? Surely those have got to be real, right?
So I know there's people out there saying I'm doing it to self-serve. I just want my video back up. I don't give a shit if my video comes back up.
Of course,
it did what it needed to do. The rapist that was in.
Yeah, this is like some podcast thing Nicholas Diorio Turkey Tom did after he did that Pick a Side YouTube thing. It was either the Pick a Side YouTube or the Answer Us PedoTube thing, which, to give a very brief recap of that, Max had a video that got taken down because it was like something about people grooming minors in a video game that's kind of like like Sims, like virtual avatar shit. And in one part of the video, he had a image up of one of the avatars' bare ass, and YouTube took that down for nudity. And instead of just, you know, I don't know, editing that part out of the video and re-uploading it or something, he instead tried to make it seem like YouTube was defending predators and stuff, and made this whole hashtag, like, it was called, like, Answer Us PedoTube. And it became a mess.
No, YouTube does some stupid stuff that's actually somewhat reasonable. Yeah, just edit it out, dude.
Yeah.
You don't need to see the avatar's ass. It's not.
Yeah, you
it's
could
not
have cropped it. You could have thrown like a mosaic thing up on there. It takes like 2 seconds.
Oh, throw like emoji, anything. Like it's literally only a few seconds apparently.
Yeah, just throw a black bar up there.
Yeah. Like again, I don't usually agree with YouTube on dumb shit.
Yeah,
but,
rare YouTube dub actually.
Not even a dub, just like a rare time where YouTube just didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, they did.
Like,
they literally did nothing wrong there.
Also, for people are wondering why I'm angry at Turkey Tom, he kind of like harassed Mr. Enter for literally no reason for years. This is before his channel like really kicked off. By the way, this is years ago, like 6-7 years ago, and he kind of insinuated he was a pedophile, which is a lot of people piggybacked off of.
Yeah, a lot of people ran with it.
All because he made a TV pilot. Well, it's basically like a script or something where like, oh yeah, the kids are like in the position of the adults, and the adults are in the position of kids.
Oh
like,
yeah, it was called Growing Around or something like that.
Yeah, that's all it was, and that's all he had to say. Oh yeah, he's totally a weirdo and a pedophile, and I think he was just mad that Mr. Enter wasn't a lolcow, because Mr. Enter has fucking self-awareness. It's like, yeah, I did some stupid things. I'm sorry, and he moved on. And I think Turkey Tom was mad about that. And he doesn't learn his lesson because he tried to do the same thing with Pyrocynical, except Pyrocynical actually clapped back.
Yeah, and yeah, basically.
Pyrocynical said, "Oh, you're accusing me of being a pedo. Here's the receipts. The person I was talking to was of legal age in my country, and even then we didn't do anything super bad anyway. And essentially, you're just getting on me because I was 18. I was becoming 18. They were like 16, becoming 17, and we were doing some really weird furry roleplay. That's it. That's all that happened. And you know how. And then Turkey Tom made a whole video where he didn't even apologize, like, oh my bad, even though he's still a weirdo. And essentially, it was so bad that not only did all like the commentary community dogpile Turkey Tom, but he stopped making videos for almost a year because he was so embarrassed.
Yeah, I just don't like Turkey Tom because he just gives off douche vibes to me.
Yeah, like he's friends with a lot of YouTubers too. That's the worst part.
Yeah.
He's friends with a lot of YouTubers I like. He's friends with Wendigoon. He gave him a wedding present. That's how close they are.
Wasn't that a comic? I think it was a comic, and then Mr. Enter wanted to make it a cartoon.
Yeah, and his only crime with that was like he made the Kickstarter too high. He wanted like 300,000. I'm like, dude, no. Like,
and even then, I'm not sure if 300,000 is enough for what he was trying to do.
Like, if you want to make a TV pilot, you need if you want to make it like an actual proper pilot with like voice actors and like full on animation, you're gonna need at least like 10,000 to 30,000. 300,000 is a little excessive,
okay,
to say the least. Yeah, unless you're for a pilot, it's about 10,000 to 30,000.
Yeah, it's
how much for an animated pilot.
It's not cheap. That's what we're trying to say. It ain't cheap. But yeah,
like Alice Master is gonna be a comic first, and then when I'm like 40 or 50 years old, so like, hey, can we adapt? It's like, yeah, go ahead. I want full creative control, but go ahead.
I love to just walk into like an anime studio, just full big dick energy, be like, we're adapting. You guys are adapting this that I made. It's like, let's make it happen.
Really wish they could animate Bone, man. Like, I'm so mad their Bone's not getting an animated series again. Like, they said, no, we're not gonna do it. Like, man, that's bullshit. Bone's really good.
Should have spent $50K for a 2-minute animation.
No, Super Heavy Weapons guy, no. It was 2 minutes and 55 seconds.
Yeah, get your facts straight. Can't be spreading misinformation like that. That's not good, man.
Like, if I'm spending $50,000 on animation with my waifu, I am clapping Velvet Cheeks in that video. I'm sorry.
Yeah, like I said, I better be going balls deep if I'm paying that kind of money.
I'm
Like, it
going
better be
balls deep
straight
in
up
Roma,
hentai.
It's gonna be on par with the Dirt Pixon video.
Like, it's gotta be like, there's no way that's going on YouTube tier. Like, Pornhub tier.
Also, I find it funny that Dirt Pixon actually does have a YouTube channel. That's hilarious.
A lot of like the what's it called? Zone Tune got the guy who did the Anka dance meme. That's actually really she ain't actually dancing, spoiler alert.
Yeah, I've seen the video, but like, yeah, they still try to keep it like PG-13, but like Dirt Pixon doesn't do any SFS safe for work stuff at all. It's all SFW. I just think that's funny.
That is
I think
funny.
It's really funny. Also, yeah, people. That's the last thing I'm gonna say about Dirt Pixon. I remember someone said Dirt Pixion's a girl. I'm like, yeah, most porn artists are.
Yeah,
women.
they are.
A good chunk of porn are women. Verbal Ace might have a director's cut. I mean, if he does,
Release the Verbal Ace cut.
Release the Verbal Ace cut.
Can you get that trending on Twitter? Release the Verbal Ace cut. Screw it.
I know $50,000 isn't just going to animation. You gotta have some actual straight up porn, man.
Yeah. Hashtag release the Verbal Ace.
I'd respect you more if you did. I'd respect you more if you did, honestly.
I know people want him to address it. The way he could address it, and I would actually just be like, yeah, I spent $50,000 on this shit. What? Like, and? I'd be like, all right, there's nothing more he can. What can he say? It speaks for itself.
Yeah, I don't. Again, also don't harass Verbal Ace.
Yeah, obviously don't harass Verbal Ace. Don't actually do that.
Like, yeah, guy has a wife. He does. Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh,
okay.
Oh, okay. How does his wife?
Does she wear the Charlie suit? Does she wear the Charlie cosplay?
The Charlie cosplay stays on during sex.
The orange sweater and glasses stay on.
Yep. Now I remember that I was watching some VTubers. Someone in their chat said that they acquired a cosplayer wife that cosplays the VTuber, and they asked them, the VTuber question, "Do I have your blessing?" The VTuber's like, "If it's the cosplayer I think it is, no, you do not have my permission." They claim him as your wife. Like, I see the degenerate shit you post on Twitter.
Oh, they also found a lot. I don't know why I'm following this Lost Media guy. Like, they found like the original screenshots for the original Nickelodeon, like the Proud Family pitch that was supposed to go to Nickelodeon.
Huh. How many times has the wife blueballed him for him to spend $50K on a cartoon? Dog, I don't know.
And the video is currently in police custody.
Just actually find like a cross player who'll do that. Fuck, man.
Dude, like I said, Rule 34 is right there. R34 is right there. Like, damn. You could have commissioned an artist just to draw like one image or something.
I'm gonna share something with you, and you gotta promise not to be mad.
What the heck is this? Like, Jeff can't swim. Like, hey, look, man, I love me some 2B from near, but like, you ain't catching me spending $50K.
What if it was one night with the 2B cosplayer?
Do I still have to pay $50K? I still wouldn't do it. I'd be thinking about it, but nah, I'd be like, there's no way in hell. There's no way in hell. Like, girl, I can't drop $50K like that. You gotta come way down.
Like, okay, how about a week with a 2B cosplayer who is completely accurate to 2B?
A week? Damn. Damn.
I think we broke Edgy.
You broke me because I don't think I have that much cash in my account to do that.
If Donald Trump came to you and said, Edgy, I like your content. Yeah, I want you. I know why I sound like Bernie. I want you to go over there, go to that 2B cosplay, offer her $50,000 1 week. It's on me, Edgy, because I think your channel's gonna be huge. I love your content. I love it.
We definitely earned my vote, and then I would do that. He definitely got my vote after that. Hey.
It explains amazing understanding. Yeah, she's a woman. Well, I think it's been confirmed for years. People cheat. The Pixon's just kind of like kind of reclusive, so it doesn't come up much. But yeah, she's a woman.
That reminds me of I was looking at some cultured anime, some cultured manga. Let's just say that, and then I found out not only is the author a woman, she's a VTuber I'm subbed to. I was like, wait.
It all comes back together. It's all a circle.
I was like, oh yeah, it's all coming together. Because I noticed the art style was the same for the VTuber. I was like, wait, this character looks like this VTuber. And then, oh shit. Realized the name of the channel is the same name as the artist. And like, oh shit.
As a result of your video?
Also,
Or
I
was that prior
said
to the
to
video?
Yes, it was because of
did
the video.
You said
was
something. I don't know
about
if I want
view
to play it
and
right
this
now.
Don't play it on screen. Just it's something you can
One
play
predator.
later.
I made it about him and him alone.
Do you mind walking me through the chain of events that led from your video
Also,
to
did
him
you hear
being
they might
Yeah,
get
so I
Hayden Christensen for Shadow?
I saw that and I'm like, I'm here for that. I'm here for that.
Oh my god, I'm thinking
That's
Hayden
better than
Christensen
Keanu
Shadow,
Reeves,
right?
in my opinion. Cause I was, ever told they wanted Keanu Reeves to do it, and I was like, you know, he could probably do a good Shadow. And it's like, you tell me Hayden Christensen's down for this shit? It's like, okay. Alright, I'm down.
Drop the video.
Shadow,
The
you were
end
meant
of
to
the video is a
bring
call
you were
to
meant to
action.
bring
Usually I'm-
balance to the Force, not destroy it.
I hate sand, Sonic. It's coarse and rough.
You underestimate my power, Sonic. Remember the old Shadow used to Sonic like that?
Yeah.
Sonic.
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 You're a beta male, Sonic.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Yeah. That's like Wesker when he
beat.
says Chris's name. He doesn't say Chris, no, he's like Chris. It's like, you'll pay for that, Chris. That always cracked me the fuck up. It's like, you did not need to put that much emphasis on a name Chris, dude. I know you hate him.
How do you put an emphasis on the letter C?
I don't know.
Do Sonic.
He's a Chris. I'm gonna get a Wesker clip and hear his speech. Hold up, let me find. Oh, here it
Plot
is.
twist: London is the only real city in the whole GTA universe. Oh, I believe it.
Hold
It's
up.
no you. It's no you, Shadow. I have the high ground. You underestimate my powers, Sonic.
Does he say Chris in this line? I don't think he does. I don't think he does. Okay, I gotta find another clip. He puts way too much emphasis on the word Chris, where it's funny as shit. Like, there's even a part where they're fighting in a volcano. He just screams Chris for no reason, and it's really funny. I think
Oh,
this
my
is
brother,
it.
Anakin. I loved you.
There it is.
Hang on, I go back. I can't hear it. Hang on.
Chris. There's another point where he does it.
Cringe! Someone's gotta clip that and be like, cringe!
Yep. Wesker's so corny. I love it though. He's hamming it up in Resident Evil 5.
All of Resident Evil's corny. Let's
It
be real.
is, but Wesker was like reminding you how corny this series is.
My videos are a call to action, like find him.
How
And
the hell
we
is he
fled
on
to
the top
Mexico.
100
We
videos?
He
found
has
him.
the drip. Okay. Wesker has the drip.
Wesker's just white blade, dude.
He's like Neo if Neo was a villain and blonde.
He was in Mexico. I don't know. If
Okay, we got to pay attention to this part because this
video
is Max line again.
Surely those have got to be real, right?
So I know there's people out there saying I'm doing it to self-serve. I just want my video back up. I don't give a shit if my video comes back up. It did what it needed to do. The rapist that was in the video is currently in police custody. And it
Was that as a result of your video, or was
Yes.
that prior to the video?
Yes, it was because
Okay,
of the video.
alright.
The video was about IMVU and this one predator. I made it about him and him alone.
Do you mind walking me through the chain of events that led from your video to him being imprisoned?
Yeah, so I dropped the video. The end of the video is a call to action. Usually all my videos are a call to action, like find him. And we did. We fled to Mexico. We found where he was in Mexico. I don't know if the police, he was from Canada. I don't know if the police asked him to come back or he went on his own volition or they forced him to come back. I don't know any of those details. I just know he went back to Canada and was in police custody.
A few moments later. I'm so sick of having predators that run away like Pablo Sonny and we don't get them.
So not
Wait a minute. Didn't you just say he was arrested?
Yeah, like I knew he was lying from the way he presented it. Like you you would remember those details. Like, oh, he's from Canada, but he kind of came here. I don't know if they arrested him or the police got involved. You would know those fucking details, my guy.
Of
Well, I'll
having
read it again.
predators that run away like Pablo Sonny and we don't get them.
So not even the pursuits are real, Max? You market yourself by saying, every dollar helps me find another pedophile.
So why don't you go to Patreon? And
Why
show
are you shaving your
appreciation?
legs
Every
on
dollar
video?
helps me find another.
We don't get them.
But then lie about getting them locked up while
That
they
was
run
weird.
away. But you still get to reap the social benefits.
I think
and
Max
credits
might have
and
actual
money
mental
from
problems.
acting
Like,
as
I
if you
think-
really got them arrested. It's a complete grift.
But yeah, I am super blessed to be in this position, and I know I do carry a lot of the weight y'all say to me on my shoulders, and I want to do my best to be
Dude,
the
chill out with the savior complex.
best representative for y'all, because I know a lot of y'all feel like you've gone
Like,
you've
yeah,
gone
if
unheard,
you're,
and
I mean, he's
there's a lot
already
of
he's already trying to run
You
a
admit
cult.
yourself, your audience
Yeah.
is full of CSA victims, and you exploit that fact.
Turkey
Turkey Tom is close. Here's the thing: he's been ousted at least like 3 fucking times. I think people just forget.
Yeah, because
I
it's
don't
like,
know.
because like he apparently comes back with a banger video and everyone just forgets all the bad shit about him, which I just think is funny.
And even then, his banger videos, quote unquote, aren't even really that impressive. They're like pretty basic shit, like stuff I'd see on like a random like Deadwing Dork stream. Except like say what you will about those, but like the thing is like Deadwing Dork, no offense, is low effort. So like of course he's not gonna like have the editing and shit like that.
And I mean, like nice editing is one thing, but like I've seen people who barely edit that are way more entertaining than a lot of people who do edit all day.
Yeah.
And I say this as someone who likes editing stuff.
Yeah, Max does videos like, oh yeah, the furry community is filled with a bunch of degenerates. No fucking shit.
In local news, water is wet.
Then he says, oh yeah, like, and then there's people in the anime community who are degenerates and pedos. Like, yeah, there's pedos and weirdos in every
I was about to
community
say,
out
it's almost.
ever.
Did you know they also read books?
Did you know who else who also drank water and breathed air?
Pedophiles.
Hitler.
Check mark.
Hitler breathed water and drank water and breathed air. What do you got to say to that, Turkey Tom?
Yeah.
Streams are maybe low-key ever, but he's actually entertaining.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like
hilarious.
You remember Grade A, Under A? Like his videos were very like low effort in terms of visuals, but he was fucking funny.
Yeah, shout out to Deadwing might be one of the most underrated YouTubers on the platform.
Random person, Eddie, would you vote for Trump? That Eddie, because he gave me a chance with 2P. I mean, if he did. I mean, yeah. It's like, you think I'm gonna say no to that?
I got 1 week with 2B. Like, who else can say that?
Yeah.
Who else can say that?
Just holy shit, man. That's gonna clip that. Someone's gonna watch the VOD of this and then clip that and try to cancel me with it or something. I don't know.
It turns out that Edgy Penguin would vote for Trump, and it's for misogynistic reasons.
I could see that.
I don't even know what kind of voice that was trying. That's just a voice I made up.
I don't know.
I'll always love Deadwing for kickstarting the year for the user. Yeah.
I actually haven't been watching that. I'm not entirely sure what that is. I haven't seen it. His year the
I think
user
he's just
stuff.
going over like random YouTubers. I think. You know who else drinks water? My mom!
Yep. Speaking of Bioshock, thoughts on the franchise and which one is your favorite? I can't really say that because I've only played Bioshock 1 and Infinite. I have not played 2. Out of the two of them,
It's just Bioshock 1 again.
yeah.
It's just
Out of the
Bioshock
two,
1 again.
Bioshock 1 I think is better.
Bioshock 1 has the atmosphere and like the more interesting gameplay.
I like the
Because it's not just
gunplay
a
of
fun place-
Infinite better though.
It's like, yeah, the thing with Infinite is it's just kind of a generic shooter. It has some cool elements, but at the end of the day, it's just a generic shooter.
Breaking news, the evil penguin guy paying someone to cosplay for a week. I'm your host, Killer Keemstar. Let's get right into the news.
That sounded like a Keemstar voice, I guess. The weird part is I've never watched like a whole Keemstar video.
I've never
only, like,
watched
seen
a
clips of them.
Keemstar thing either. I've only seen him through clips. Edgy, and also he let me get with Major for a week. Look, if he put Major Kusanagi on the list, that's just guaranteed vote. He put both of them on the roster. I'm like, come on, bro. I look at anybody get mad and be like, that's not even fucking fair, man. He stacked the odds.
How could you get mad at me? How? Like, how could you actually get angry at me?
Dead ass, ladies and gentlemen. Like, I got morals, but dead ass. I'm kidding.
Guess what discussing film said?
And bringing justice to
what?
Known transphobe J.K. Rowling is now reported
I saw that.
exec producer on Harry Potter.
You mean the
series
creator
will
of
be
the series is actually overseeing a remake of her work? Oh my god.
Well, I guess I can't really count on discussing film for being non-biased.
Nah. Again, that I just think of that one J.K. Rowling meme. They see me Rowling, they them hating. They them hated. Because for real, it's like, y'all are ridiculous, but we've talked about that way too many times.
I'm glad everyone is pointing out that, yeah, usually discussing film is, like, unbiased.
Okay, I'm apologize for flashing lights again,
because kids get trafficked, and yet
not only that, they kind of like put like a
there are ways to stop them
like a trans center
and
thing
here's a QR
underneath
code that will link you to where you can learn how to help. So
and
you
like
assume
yeah, like a trans lifeline or whatever. Okay, yeah, that's great. Congratulations on your social media clout.
I know.
That is information.
Also, yeah, if you want to like support like,
no,
like I was gonna say, if you want to support like transgender thing, don't have like the face of your like transgender law center be this bulked up, like fucking this bulked up Usain Bolt looking nigga with braids and calling it. I'm sorry, but like get someone who actually looks like they're putting the effort into it.
Look, I'll freaking know. Okay, so you know, like, remember how he had the QR codes in his videos? This is what they link to.
Links directly back to Mama Max's fucking video, shilling his Patreon.
Together, we can.
The video links to his own channel, shilling his Patreon instead of like an organization that helps combat CSM. I mean, whatever, child sexual exploitation, whatever. You get what I mean?
Yeah. Hang on, Jim could swim. Do you mean like? Are you talking about like the Jim? Are you talking about like the fucking Origami Kingdom guys? Are you still like doing a whole marathon of that? Because that would be funny. Like the Super Origami Kingdom arc in Dead Wing is fucking hilarious. You sleep at night, Edgy, on top of a big pile of money and beautiful cosplayers.
Cosplayers, yeah.
That's the end goal. That's the end goal for all of us. Living the dream.
Living the dream. There you go.
Compel a ripple effect that will.
Do I want a harem of nerdy girls? Yes, I do.
Yes.
They will all dress like Velma. Am I a weirdo? Sure.
You can donate to
I'm the one with the harem.
The second link in the description. But they're trying to profit off of subjects like rep and CSA. It's probably one of the most fucking disgusting.
I love this how he edited this when he's talking about people profiting off of CSA and then just fades in his Patreon.
Patreon. So why don't you go to Patreon?
I think this guy's.
Sorry if I'm being like
career's
chill.
over.
I'm
sorry.
Yeah, I don't know how you come back from
Pursuits aren't
this.
trustworthy at best. But what about?
I hate to be.
Well, I can say, from as far as I can see, Max does.
I hate to use like a Steven Universe song, Ed. You probably
I am
hate me.
investing all of me into you and the Survivor, Spencer, because
there's a song called.
I will not stop until.
There's a song called Steven Universe sung by Pearl. It's like, it's over, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it over? It's over.
I'm grabbing the
isn't
shotgun
it?
right now.
Isn't it? Isn't it? It's funny. Shut up. So the recent Velma, super heavy weapons guy.
We don't. What are you talking about?
Don't even make that joke. The fucking Mindy Kaling Velma. Is we talking about? No, don't even joke about that.
Nah, he found tons of adult children who were into crap like Thomas and Blue's Clues, who also rant on real children. And in one case, hangs out with kids when he's 28, and none of them are origami.
Okay, well, I think I've seen videos like that on his channel, but yeah, basically they're origami adjacent. I call them that. I think that's what I meant anyway.
What does that mean? I'm sorry, origami adjacent.
Super Origami Kingdom is the recent arc in the Dead Wing Dark Mythos, where like I can't even explain it. Like, imagine like the worst like animation YouTubers from like 6 years ago, but over exaggerated. like,
sounds...
and let me give you a taste. This is why Family Guy is the worst animated show ever that I've ever seen. It's disgusting and despicable. And I'm like, nigga, Family Guy's been terrible for over almost a decade. Like,
yeah, it ain't that serious.
God, like, he's like, Meg is treated like garbage. Peach is annoying. Brian's a douche. And I'm like, yeah. Again, this has been like 10 years. This is Family Guy for over a decade, actually. What the fuck are you talking about? Almost already a strange name for a modern white woman. It's especially weird for an Indian chick. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever met someone named Velma in real life.
Daphne, Fred, even Shaggy. I've seen a few Shaggies. Never Velma.
Make sure to give Mama Max a call, because he will fuck up the case against you so bad.
But yeah, she's top tier. 10 out of 10, perfect. You say otherwise, you're wrong.
Okay, this part is funny.
Because
this part is fucking funny.
I will not stop until we see justice.
If you're a pedophile and want to ensure that you will never go to jail for your crimes, make sure to give Mama Max a call, because he will fuck up the case against you so bad that you have a literal 100% guarantee to not get convicted. Max hasn't got
the way he said that. 100% guarantee you will fuck it up, that you will not get convicted.
Not a single one of the people that he's found locked up, convicted, nothing.
Dude, yeah, I love these guys. Always keeps me.
You got Martin Luther King behind you, really?
I think, and the importance of my mission. Of our
dude,
what
you're
mission?
Just,
You haven't
you're
done
just kind of
shit.
pretentious.
Is that
at this
MLK
point. I'm
Wall?
sorry, you're just kind of
Give me a
pretentious.
break.
I have a dream.
Because of the irresponsible way he conducts his investigations by not abiding by the legal system, Max actually makes it harder to convict the predators that he's trying to catch.
It is dangerous work, and a lot of shit that I do.
Game of Power, you are a man of culture.
Might not be considered legal in every country, including our own country. So.
We definitely follow. We operate within the bounds of the law, Max. Of course, we would never.
Oh no, he's got a penguin ally. No.
Hey, Edgy, get your mains, man. Get your mains.
We don't claim him.
Get your mains.
I think it's a she. We don't claim her. We don't claim her.
We would never break the law.
She's skin folk, but ain't kin folk.
I am deeply honored to be like this representative for y'all
Were you elected representative
for? A lot of people won't do just because it's not very legal.
CSA survivors? Were you a rep? Were you elected?
Any potential case that you are trying to build on these guys.
Pretty sure he's an autocrat.
Through illegal means in the first place. And secondly, even worse, why the fuck would you ever admit to that?
When I do see a subject line that interests me, like by like a bounty hunter or like a hitman, not that I would ever respond to such things, and everything I'm about to say is, of course, fictional. Depends who they are. If they're a hitman, they'll basically like offer services for like very expensive prices.
Oh, that's fun.
The FBI agent with the mask. Like, dude, why would you? I can see you trying to say, "Oh, I'm just joking," but like, dude.
But they give me a discount since it's files.
Do you have any other people you're hunting that don't get turned into videos? Any stories you'd be willing to share?
Yes, like there was that one dude from the IMVU video, that old man, the creepy ass dude, that old fucking man. Yeah, sometimes things happen to them that I can't put in a video.
You are admitting on camera that you interact with fucking hitmen for your investigations, and then shortly after say that things happen to the pedos that are so egregious that you can't even include in your video. What the fuck are you doing? Like, I'm 99% sure he's just LARPing and Mama Max doesn't actually
that's a
have
LARP.
in his inbox, giving him friends and family discounts to kill the pedos he finds in his videos. But saying shit like this publicly is a death sentence for you in court. Good luck trying to get any of these pedos locked up when you're doing this shit, and clips like this exist of you. These pedophiles getting away is directly your fault, and if they end up abusing any kids later down the line, you hold a huge responsibility for that because of your negligence. In his IMVU investigation, he directed his audience to quite literally hunt one of the predators he was trying to track down by doxing the hotel that he was staying at and told his fans to go pay him a visit.
We traced the very hotel he was staying at and made a phone call to confirm. Afterward, I left instructions for the children in Mexico who had every desire to go see the famous...
Bruh, in freaking Mexico? You understand how batshit crazy some people are in Mexico? Batshit crazy some people are in Mexico? I'm just saying.
I mean, like, basically the police in Mexico don't exist. Really don't. They don't exist. So if something happens, they won't really do anything. I'm sorry. You think American police are corrupt?
Nah.
Buddy, have you seen Mexico?
Nah, Mexico, like ese homa cerveza. Ese homa cerveza.
Here's the thing in Mexico, people need to understand. If you can just outright bribe police officers in broad daylight, they won't care. They will not care. That's how bad police corruption's over there.
Yeah. That is how bad it is, yeah. It's not.
You ever seen We Are the Millers where they say,
it sounds like an over-exaggeration.
Me like $200 or suck my dick.
Yeah, I remember that.
And he wasn't like, why do I gotta suck his dick? And he says, wait a minute, $200, that's like $20 American, right? Okay, here. He's like, you're about to suck his dick. Or was it?
Yeah, I remember the joke where like the guy finds all the weed in the RV. He's like, you got enough weed in here to kill Willie Nelson. Willie Nelson's like, okay, that's funny. That's funny. Random thoughts on the SCP series. It's kind of a mixed bag because there's so many different, like, you know, people just like writing stuff in the SCP where it's like, it's kind of hard to judge it as a whole.
Like sometimes you'll get like, oh, this is legitimately a very creepy, well thought out story. But like 90% of them, let's be honest, this is Razor Darkwolf, SCP number 666. Blah blah. That's what 90% of them are.
Like I remember someone published an SCP story where the story was it's this thing that they call it an anti-meme where like once you see it you completely forget about it or something like that. And it's just like I know that's what I was like. Wait, what's the point of this?
I think like the project, like the whole writing project thing is like, like they're not doing it anymore.
There's a game, there's like a tactical shooter game, like SCP shooter game that does actually look kind of good. Where it's like you're going in and trying to contain like a SCP outbreak. Of, like I think it's one specific SCP that can like control people or something.
Yeah, like the actual like whole writing project thing kind of just, I think it got I think it's like kind of done. Because again, it's like you got like hundreds, probably thousands of people working on this. And let's be real, a good chunk of them are like teenagers. Let's be fucking real. So yeah, it's gonna get a little inconsistent and get all over the place. And eventually, people are just gonna say, nah.
Yeah.
We can't.
The Homestuck obsessed sentient satellite was pretty. Okay, Homestuck is one of those things everybody. I've heard about it, and I've never ever had the urge to look up what it actually is, or what it's even about.
It's a very weird and abstract webcomic that dominated the mid 2000s. That's all. That's the extent of my knowledge.
All right then.
But I can't help but wonder with the things he says and does, is he actually trying to get these people imprisoned or just straight up murdered?
I honestly think that we should just be pulling them out of their houses and executing them on the street.
And I want to be the one to do something about it and make other people like me who like violence
Minecraft
stand up for
Minecraft.
I want to, y'all know what I want. I say it in the uncensored.
Why is there a GIF of him shaking his ass? What the fuck?
Published all of you.
This guy legitimately like crazy.
Delightful dreams.
They can never even fathom. There really is no other option. Is there, children?
There are people who will literally kill for me. You know, specifically the more dangerous you guys.
Homestuck was very of its time. The massive battle animations was pretty cool, though. Okay.
Know who you are.
Well, there's a few I got emails about. Can't talk about that, but just know that justice has been served.
Kill for me.
Justice has been served.
You know who you are.
Like, it's one thing to hold the position that all Peter should get the wood chipper, right? But it's a whole nother deal when you have a 750k sub YouTube channel and direct your audience to hunt down and do harm to these guys.
Yeah, that's kind of where I agree with Larry. That's kind of where you crossing the line a little bit.
Yeah, like, ironically, he's making this whole big deal about cults and shit. But honest to God, what we're seeing from him, the savior
that's
complex.
Cult behavior.
You know, saying, yeah, like the savior complex, telling people he can do whatever he wants whenever someone needs him to. The fact that one of the prior victims is living with him currently. This really does sound like cult behavior, ironically.
And then saying you got people who kill for you, that's definitely not cultish at all. Trumpet to my fellow Americans to celebrate my re-election. I'm going to stream the coffin of Andy and Lele from the White House. Oh, that would be hilarious. You know that
I
game
have
got banned
no
in
idea who those
Australia,
people
right?
are.
Oh, you
Yeah,
remember
no,
the incest game that Twitter got mad about?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the horror themed game where like there's an optional incest route.
Yeah.
And the creator
even
got
though they
doxxed
make
over
very
it.
Clear the fact that even though they said it's very clear that's the bad choice, that's not the good thing to do.
Yeah. Apparently the game is legit banned in Australia.
Right.
Like if you try to search it up on Steam from Australia, it will just give you an error.
Now let me try. To my fellow Americans, celebrate my re-election. I'm going to stream Coffin of Andy and Lele from the White House. Yes, we will. We will do that. Yeah.
It'll be huge.
It'd be huge. It'd be great. It'd be the best. It'll be the best streaming event of all time. No exaggeration.
All I gotta say about the
because my cousin's name is Lele. That's our nickname.
God damn it. Okay. I was okay. Now what I'm thinking is gonna sound cursed. That's gonna sound cursed now. Cause I was gonna say, even though Lele has so many red flags, like why is she this hot though? She has way too many red flags.
I mean, her red flags are big, but her tits are bigger. So.
Apparently. You mean the route the game tells you to avoid? Yeah, the game pretty much heavily applies you should not be picking this route. Like, we're gonna let you do it, but just know you probably shouldn't.
Innocent people in harm's way, because Max is no stranger to baselessly accusing people of being pedophiles in the past, which I'll get to later on. But also, again, this kind of stuff only damages the case against these guys. You're helping them get away. I mean,
I don't
the
like
shit
his
this guy
friend,
says,
Turkey
I'm not
to
surprised he's
talk-
being investigated by
Turkey
the
Tom.
FBI himself. File, but a vampire-werewolf hybrid.
It's all coming together. It's all coming together, boys.
It was basically a supernatural cult where he convinced all of us that we were vampires, werewolves, hybrids.
Led by a child predator posing as a werewolf god that has victimized hundreds of minors.
He mentally abused me, physically abused me, sexually
The
abused
music
me,
is
and even
killing
one
me.
point tried to kill me.
The story is, this girl Spencer, who went to the same high school
Oh
as
my
Max,
God.
asked him if he could help her out with her story.
Oh yeah, that's another thing I've got to mention. She and Max went to the same high school, and I think they knew each other.
And Max took on
way
the
before
that
this.
makes it. That makes the entire situation a little bit more.
She was lured into a super.
Yeah, because it's like, naturally, when you know somebody, it's harder for you to be objective when something's involving them.
Hang on, Edgy. It's my favorite game. It's the best game. Lele's very attractive. I wish I was her brother. It's gonna be huge.
Huge.
You won't see Barack or Sleepy Joe playing a game like that. They wouldn't know what's going on. I'm very much in tune to culture at large. Yes.
We trusted you, Mama Max. I never trusted this
Supernatural
guy.
sex cult, where she was convinced that she was a vampire
just sounds
by
like
the
a
alleged
weirdo.
pedo
Yeah.
Camden Gerard Davis, who also says he's a werewolf/vampire god. I'm not fucking with you.
On March 18th, 2016, Spencer, a 16-year-old girl from Wiley, Texas, mysteriously
gonna fast
figured
Like,
out
okay,
that
pause
she
it.
was a werewolf
Hang
god.
on. Pause it. Like, here's the thing. I'm not trying to downplay the because, like, again, there's a decent chance this is real. But the fact that they keep highlighting that it's a werewolf hybrid cult.
I don't know why they keep highlighting that, why Max kept focusing on that.
Like, it's like, here's the thing. It's silly. And that's like I'm not even trying to be like an asshole or anything. It's silly.
It is.
It's really silly. And it's weird because I'm not saying it's not real. That's not what I'm saying here. I'm like, benefit of the doubt to the victims. They are victims. But like, I think even at like 16, you know better than to run off with some guy claiming he's a vampire. Am I being too rational for a 16-year-old? I don't know, but like I think
I
even
don't
at
know.
16 you're like
16-year-old me would
16
have found this silly.
yeah.
16-year-old me was a dumbass. I'm just gonna say it.
Sorry about that. I don't know. I didn't want to say it because again, it could be actual victims. This could be real. It's just silly. It's just really silly.
My whole thing is
And
you
that-
keep focusing on that ridiculous aspect that it's kind of overshadowing the dark shit.
Yeah, don't keep saying, oh, I thought he was going to be a vampire hybrid werewolf cult. No, tell him that he's physically and sexually abusing young girls. Focus on that.
Yeah.
Don't focus on the werewolf.
I mean, you can bring up that he started a cult specifically to lure people in, because yeah, that makes sense. To bring that up to explain why there's, I think Max says potentially hundreds of victims, which I kind of question that, because it's like there's hundreds of you. You should have evidence by now, right?
Even
Like something
then,
concrete.
Again, he's sensationalizing it. That's
Yeah.
the weird part. Like, if you genuinely care, you wouldn't sensationalize this much. And also, there's something else I want to point out, is that, if this really was hundreds of people, the guy doesn't look like he's extravagant. He doesn't look like he has, a ton of money. But
Yeah,
how is he,
because according to Spencer, she was staying at his house with his mom, implying that he, living with his mom. So it's like,
again, I know people are gonna say, you gotta believe. Yeah, I'm not gonna say I believe the victim. Saying I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. That's what I'm doing right now. It's really hard for me to do that when you have not even a weird story, but a very inconsistent story.
yeah. I'm not saying 100% she's lying or anything. This could have happened. I'm just kind of.
It's just people. If people don't believe you, they have a right to.
Yeah.
Have a
It's
right
to me, the math here isn't adding up unless we're missing something, which again could be possible because Max is a server of alleged evidence that he's not showing everybody.
Hang on, I'll be right back. I gotta take a whiz.
Yeah. It's a cult fighting a wannabe cult leader who maybe also wants to start a cult. I don't know. Yeah, this is a fucking mess. I'm sorry, this is a mess. And the fact that we're sitting here speculating this much just kind of shows how badly this was handled.
Camden Gerard Davis. Leviathans are coming for you.
What the fuck is a Leviathan? A sea monster? You're unleashing sea...
With lyrics on that, what the fuck did that mean? Apparently that's something Camden would say to people when it angered him or something. I don't know.
Sea monsters on him? Dude, you're making a mockery of this. If what you're claiming is true, you have a real criminal on your hands with apparently hundreds of victims, and you decide to make a YouTube video in a Batman voice saying that you're gonna unleash sea creatures on him? There's real potential victims relying on you here to bring them some form of justice, and you're doing this shit.
Leviathans are coming for you.
Yeah, I can't take you seriously when you say that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There's some things that I can kind of just be like, alright, but you just being weird, but nah. This ain't it, Chief. Oh, fuck, what the...
Mama Max is a self-proclaimed...
I forget my mouse has buttons on the side that,
Tribes
click stuff. Where were we?
Leviathans are coming.
Okay, I think Slim's back.
To a cult.
Okay, Slim, this is definitely where I really could not take Max's video serious when he said this.
Victims relying on you here to bring them some form of justice, and you're doing this shit.
Leviathans.
Hold on, I gotta rewind it so he gets the reaction from lyrics. It's funny.
Gerard Davis. Leviathans are coming for you.
What the fuck is a Leviathan? A sea monster? You're unleashing sea monsters on him? Dude, you're making a mockery of this. If what you're claiming is true, you have a real criminal on your hands with apparently hundreds of victims, and you decide to make a YouTube video in a Batman voice saying that you're gonna unleash sea creatures on him? There's real potential victims relying on you here to bring them some form of justice, and you're doing this shit.
Leviathans are coming for you.
And in the same video, he then weaponizes his audience to guilt trip other YouTubers into covering...
Leviathans are coming for your booty. There you go.
...this vampire werewolf file that we
Grease
don't even know
them
anything
cheeks.
about.
Kindly send this video to your favorite influencer.
Now here's the thing.
We will
Here's the
test
thing.
them on the content.
You can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Gonna send the dinosaurs after you.
Imagine if Batman was looking at the Joker and says, "Batman, you're not gonna kill me, are you?" And he tells Joker, "Look here, you can do this the easy way or the hard way. Choice is yours, Joker."
So, what are you talking about, Batman?
Do anything that way, Batman. I'll make sure you never commit crime again. Batman, Batman, what are you doing? Batman, Batman! I'm a warrior. I'm a warrior.
Zipper noises. That would be a nightmare.
That feels like
Do not
that feels like a Venture Brothers skit.
It does.
Look at their actions as your first command. I kindly ask you to share Spencer's story with the following.
Okay, we're gonna fast forward this shit.
This guy's delusional. Find out PewDiePie, Mr. Beast, and Joe Rogan, and you seriously think you're gonna get a response here? This guy's delusional. Felix, as a new parent, you're undoubtedly experiencing the transformative mechanism that we described.
Super Weapons guy agrees. That sounds like a great parody.
Your story. Jesus, man. And also, what do you expect these people to do after you make a video calling them out? To make a video baselessly accusing some random guy they don't even know of being a pedophile just because you say so? He hasn't shown any proof of this guy being guilty and has the balls to ask other people to stake their reputation on the line to report his story. All he's shown is random pictures of the guy, videos of him showing off his fangs, screenshots of his Snapchat account, and tweets like this: getting dick sucked by Kirby equals raisin balls. That's a real screenshot from his video. You even called out the needle drop? What the fuck is he gonna do about it? The banner you're currently enjoying is Replicant's Army by Filmmaker. We believe your audience would appreciate this fiery composition. Would you consider exposing them?
I like how everyone has. I like how everyone has the same reaction to like the Anthony Fantano call out.
What the fuck is he gonna do? Like realistically, like what would he do?
He's going to give it like a needle drop review? Like what the fuck is he gonna do?
Yeah, like alright, we're gonna review this werewolf vampire cult leader guy's mixtape. Could you imagine this dude had a mixtape? They actually got.
I mean, again, Mama Max. Did Mama Max make a rap song or
he
something?
He did. We're gonna get to that. It's so bad. I'm actually. I'm gonna pull it up in a minute.
In the same video, just a few minutes later,
it's really bad.
Being raped. Holy shit, man! And he justifies all this by basically saying all press is good press.
Every single day, issues like this go unreported or under-discussed precisely because they lack the flashiness or drama or edge that captures mainstream attention. My approach has always been to fill that gap by making.
I mean, like if you make a legitimate video with evidence and proof about like a vampire werewolf cult,
it will go viral.
Abusing people like hundreds of girls, it's going to go viral, my guy.
Yeah, especially
like,
on your
channel.
The fuck
you're talking about. Yeah, if you're like.
Like if I made that video, it might not go viral, but if you made a video like that, it would.
Yeah, like everyone would talk about it.
Feeling a strong 3-year-old on this? Oh, God, feeling a strong 3-year-old on this?
Oh, no,
The composition is mid.
No. Oh, man, no. Go Fred Burger from Let's Fucking...
If you would have made a longer, comprehensive documentary detailing...
No!
Yeah.
It's literally proven by your previous videos it would get 10 times the attention that you're getting right now. All your other long-form content got millions of views, if not at least barely.
Look at this shit. This has 500,000 views. This has 1.4 million views. This has 2.7 million views. Like, dude, this video would have been fine had you presented it in a concise, clear manner.
Is that the song "Pray"?
Yeah, that's the song. That's his Grammy Award-winning song. We'll get to it after this.
Minimum 500,000.
Video.
And don't forget, like Turkey Tom made a diss track too. Don't forget that.
These stories the attention they so desperately
it's pretty awful.
I mean, it's.
You could potentially have a real story here.
Wait a minute, hold up. How many views did that video get?
97K.
Bruh, that's not terrible.
Months.
But in 2 months, and for a channel his size, that might not be very good.
But the way you're going about it is just making people roll their eyes and write this off.
It also doesn't help that he kept changing the title.
It's yours. Max is the reason they
and I
think he changed. I think he changed like his actual like name.
Yeah, he changed his name to God Call
because we were protecting the legal case.
But Mama Max showed Mudahar this evidence.
Once you think about it,
and Muda says
probably wasn't great for the algorithm either because like I don't think YouTube be happy with the name that has the name cult in it. Like your thing has the name cult in it. I don't think they'll be okay with that. I don't know how YouTube works.
Not only that being potential issue, the problem is now like that video might not come up when people search the name Mama Max because it's not the channel name isn't Mama Max either. So that might have hurt its discoverability.
That's my point. That's my point. But like saying like yeah, like the name God Cult. I don't think like calling your channel like cult anything, like calling your channel ass anything would be like great for YouTube.
Yeah, like, honestly, I kind of wonder if my channel name is fucking me over.
Again, the mildly disgruntled penguin. I recommended this.
It does have a nice ring to it, though.
I've seen there is definitive. It's all screenshots of messages, which I can't verify.
Oh, so this is Mudahar.
And Muda says specifically,
Mudahar
nothing I've
saying
seen
this.
there is definitive.
I don't know why he name dropped me specifically. Nothing I've seen there is definitive. It's all screenshots of messages I can't verify. You should join and see it for yourself.
It's all screenshots of messages, which I can't verify. So even the proof doesn't verify anything. It's just vague screenshots and girls' testimonies. This is rough.
Which, as we said, screenshots can be easily faked.
After Max's first call-out post didn't work and no one responded, which me personally I'm pretty surprised at. I thought Joe Rogan would hear this and be right on the case, but he then made specifically his own video calling out Moist Critical.
Okay, so that was a separate video where he calls out
The only
Moist,
thing
not the one we
necessary
watched.
for the triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing.
What the fuck is this text even saying? I can't even read this. Is it deicide? Like, is in killing God?
Decide. I think it's decide.
No, because that looks like an I right next to the E. That looks so weird. Hold on.
Deicide? Is that a word?
Deicide is a word. If I think that's how you spell. One who kills a god. Yeah, deicide literally, it's like regicide but for a god.
Again, this feels like an ARG.
Yeah, I don't know why the hell that's here in this video. That makes no goddamn sense. The only reason I know that word is a thing is because I used to play Smite, and that was like a thing you could do. Like a thing an announcer would say if you killed, like, I think five enemy gods in a row or something.
Are you sure him and Wendigoon aren't related? Because that would make a lot of things make sense.
Like I said, he's the ultimate Wendigoon from the Mandela catalog. Okay, let's look at this. Alright, boys, sorry for the wall, but this is important. This video itself is self-explanatory, but this is the reason why I came to you first. I've been consulting with top organizations in the field of cult psychology during the creation of this project. A contentious debate is currently taking place within academia about whether influencers like us inadvertently act as cult leaders. It's imperative for us to delve into this as far-reaching comments of our audience. You're all likely aware of harmful influencers. As a sniper, so as a recent example, I've reached out to you because I believe you are different and thus can be trusted with this sensitive material. The aim is to empower viewers to recognize when their favorite influencers are using manipulative tactics. Given the subtlety of these methods, education is vital. The video serves as a behavioral litmus test. Those who react positively are generally harmless. Those who react negatively could very likely be narcissistic or psychos as sociopaths. What I need from you: watch the video. Your honest info being valuable. This is a rough draft, so changes can be made. 2, good influencers. Please recommend ethical influencers who should be informed so they're not blindsided. 3, targets. Suggest influencers who might be using their platform in a harmful way and should be taken by surprise with this video. 4, spread the word if you're willing. Spencer and the other. Why the hell are you focused on all of this shit about cult stuff when this is about Spencer, who was a victim of this Camden guy allegedly? Like, you see the problem here? Like, none of this has anything to do with, like, predator hunting shit up here. Until we get to number 4 here. And look, the idea that influencers either intentionally or unintentionally display cult-like behavior as a subject of video is actually kind of interesting. You know what I mean? Like, in a vacuum. Like, that by itself could make for an interesting video topic.
It's just... How do you fumble this badly?
Yeah, like, you fumbled the bag so fucking hard, man. It's not even funny. I'm currently exporting the 5-hour interview. I will send it promptly. The interview contains extreme detail that only a survivor of Camden could possess, providing an unparalleled look into the inner workings of the organization. Additionally, we have a substantive body of evidence. This includes written records of conversations between victims and the abuser, photographs capturing their time together, and video clips where the abuser is actively propagating the cult's ideologies. I'll let Spencer send it if she feels comfortable doing so. Additionally, we have 7 witnesses, each prepared to testify under oath against Camden in a court of law. Why aren't you guys going to court then? Why didn't you guys just immediately go to court then? But whatever. It's crucial to note that these 7 witnesses represent only a small subset of the hundreds of children present during Spencer's involvement with the cult. As part of this awareness campaign, the hashtag WeAreReal is an initiative aimed at unifying and giving voice to all the children victimized by the cult, making their struggles visible and undeniable in public eye. Once they come forward, there will be no doubt. Again, if you have 7 people and you're claiming you have photographs and video, go to the fucking police. Because even if that's not enough to immediately arrest the guy, that might have been enough for them to actually look into this. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, that might have been enough for them to secure like a internet search warrant or something.
Not even that. At least put them on the fucking radar, because like it's really weird, because when you have like shit like this, like, oh, that's the main reason so many people like the internet like predator hunter thing wrong, is because it isn't even so much like you have to be involved with the police. Police have to be actively involved in the investigation for any of it to hold weight. Hold any weight. So when you have like it isn't so much like, oh, so like I think we talked about this like on one stream with Catch Predator. They were like, okay, in order to get this guy on certain charges, a police investigator has to be involved. So they temporarily deputize people involved in the work so they can be able to actually have it hold up in court. Because if you're just a normal ass dude, there's like coercion, there's like entrapment.
Actually, entrapment is only a thing if you're law enforcement. I actually looked that up.
Oh, you're right. My bad.
But coercion, you might be right on coercion. I don't know if that's
coercion and like fucking tampered evidence. A ton of shit. A ton of shit that can go wrong if you just get a civilian working on this shit.
And
bro.
look, we're not gonna sit up here and meet right Chris Hansen here, because he did fuck up with Onice, now specifically because he had a laptop with evidence and he sat on it instead of handing that over to authorities.
Yeah, like that's what I'm talking about. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, oh yeah, you have the evidence, but it's been with you for so long that it could have been tampered with. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Even with people who like, again, say what you will like Chris Hansen, even when he works with the police, he still could fuck up.
Yeah, he's not infallible. Nobody is.
Nobody is, exactly. So it's really difficult to actually get a 100% grade A case. Again, a lot of these people doing this are riding off of clout.
Yeah,
That is what they're doing. Like, no, and it's just really annoying. It's really annoying seeing the same people do the exact same mistakes and not caring about actually catching these people and putting them away for good.
Yeah, like the EDP thing with Chet Goldstein. It's like, you guys, if y'all had gotten the cops involved, like the minute he started talking to Decoy, I'm not saying definitively he would have gone to jail, but you had a higher chance of him going to jail. Or at least being charged with something.
Exactly.
With the charges stuck, I don't know. I ain't a lawyer, but at least you would have gotten that far. Potentially. And also, imagine like randomly sending some other content creator a 5-hour video and asking them to watch all of that. And then getting mad if they don't respond. Okay, these are going too fast.
Charlie didn't respond to your spam messages, and your reaction is to make a public video calling him out, adding him, and leaking the private DMs to guilt trip him into covering your story. You're nuts. And he knows exactly what he's doing by this. He's purposely putting critical on
you're a
blast
Persona fan, right, Edgy?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me show you something again. Alright.
That reminds me, I need to play the PC port of Persona 3, even though the remake's coming out in like a month.
Okay, I sent it to you on my thing.
I have 2 large. It's Mr. from P3. That glare though, I mean.
Joke's on you, that's turning me on even more.
Yeah, I'm about to say, like, dude would have been an extra chat if he just said, I said I want 2 large milkshakes.
Did I stutter?
Did I stutter? Why are you eyeballing me like that? I owe you money or something?
Implying that if you don't cover my story, then you don't
care about get over that ara
and weaponizing his audience to...
You want me to say ara? Yes. You want me to say ara? Did I stutter?
Did I stutter? Yeah.
I might do that with
Just because
Valor
Charlie has a lot of
I don't know,
subscribers
that
and
seems
influence
funny.
doesn't now mean he bears this.
Guess my other character do not make another character do RR. That's funny.
Be like, now I want to do like a Q&A where it's like, hey, can Rosalind say ara ara? Ara ara, and he's just like ara ara. Because again, Rosalind's kind of a goth, so she doesn't really.
Yeah, she's kind of
she's not really
emotionless.
So he's like, he says, you gotta say it with emotion and suggestively. He said, she actually does it properly. Valor's nose starts bleeding. Oh shit!
It's like too strong. That would be funny.
Roy's like, Valor, don't die, but I can die happy.
And then Rosalind just does not get it. Just does not understand the appeal.
Responsibility to talk about world tragedies on his channel. Trying to push this standard onto people is ridiculous. He got fame talking about internet drama. Why does he now have this obligation to talk about child rape? And plus, don't forget, this guy hasn't even shown proof Camden is guilty yet, and is still asking Charlie to call someone a pedo that he doesn't even know or have proof of. But after Critical doesn't respond to Max, he starts to get desperate. Which
Here's something a lot of people pointed out. If he had just made like a normal, well-crafted video with all the evidence presented, Charlie might have reacted to it on stream at least, because Charlie's been known to do that.
Yeah, we've talked about this, but we've already talked about this. Like, yeah, if you just made a normal-ass video, it would have gone viral.
Yeah.
It would, or at the very least, gotten as much attention as your other videos, because it would be a decent video going over the evidence. Now, do I think this guy's a creep? This Camden guy's a creep? I don't know. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's the problem. We can't know for sure.
I can't come to a conclusion because I don't have any evidence for either or. My guy.
It's Schrodinger's pedophile right now. We don't fucking know what's in the box. We don't know what's in the box. I was gonna make a joke about the box in Kingdom Hearts 3, but even I was like, nah, that's too wild.
Things really start to go off the rails.
He lives in Must We Know, correct?
Yes, Marissa. His mother is.
There you go, doxing the person's mother's name.
He does for sure have a brother named. Someone asked.
And his brother. Oh, we're going to wombo combo. And you're calling for your fans, your rabid fan base, to find him.
I'm looking at this guy. I'm looking at him like. Here's what I think, and this is just me. This is just me. From how this comes off, and again, like I said, like. Max is like trying to sensationalize everything and shit like that. Like, from what I can tell, this feels like this guy was a weirdo who pretended to be a vampire and werewolf, who had more than a few girlfriends, and maybe even tried to get with like younger girls. That's definitely a possibility. Probably did have his girlfriends talk to like other guys and sleep with them or whatever, like for prostitution or whatever. But at the end of the day, I don't think it was this massive cult where he
had like hundreds of people,
hundreds of girls or anything like that. I think he was just probably an asshole and a creep who was a weirdo. Again, that's just an assumption.
Again, like,
I don't have any evidence.
Again, like
allegedly,
there's a possibility this guy could be 100% innocent for all we know.
Exactly. So
like that possibility is not off the table right now.
Basically, what I'm saying is, giving Max and the victim and the supposed victims the benefit of the doubt, it feels like to me what this actually is a creep, a weirdo, who abused girls he was fucking with.
Yeah.
Taking advantage of young girls and stuff like that. Which again, that still makes you a bad guy.
Oh, definitely.
But, like, again, like, I think they're putting so much emphasis on the werewolf vampire cult stuff just because they really want to sensationalize this.
But the thing
instead
is,
of just going after piece of shit. Like, it has to be an extravagant piece of shit.
Yeah.
That's what I think they're trying to do. That's what it feels like to me. I doubt he's victimized hundreds of people.
Yeah,
I
question that.
I really do. Especially considering he's, like, only, like, in his early 20s. I really doubt that.
Yeah, that's what.
Again, he doesn't seem to have any money or anything going for him to even support that kind of lifestyle, let alone. So I don't know, man. It just seems off. This whole thing feels off.
Camden's brother's name. I will.
Like I said, this is all allegedly. For all I know, he could be completely innocent.
Like I said, that's the problem. We don't know. We don't have anything concrete.
Exactly.
that's public at least, that we can point to and be like, yep, he probably did this, or yep, he's clean.
If you have information on actual locations, then you need to be contacting me.
But the fact that you're getting your audience to try and find this guy, like, and someone else pointed this out in another stream where they confronted Max, like, what if one of the people in your fan base is batshit crazy and goes to Camden and game ends him because you told him to?
Turns out that he was just a bit abusive.
Yeah, or that he was completely innocent. Like, what if?
Yeah, exactly.
That's on you.
So, like, yeah. So that's the thing when you're like a content creator, you got to be very careful about your audience. Yeah, at the end of the day, you can't control every weirdo. That's just a fact of life. Like, at the end of the day, you can take the active steps to be at least responsible with your audience.
Yeah.
At least say, hey, you know what? Don't harass this guy. Let the police handle it. Don't be like this asshole on the internet. Don't ruin your life and take somebody else's for something so stupid.
Also, why does this video look like a bad Metal Gear cutscene? Rusted gear. Okay, yeah, that's good.
War has changed because of Metal Gear.
Doctor, turn off my cringe inhibitors.
Also, I like how Kojima was like petty towards the Fallout series. And he said, "Oh, war has changed," like as a deliberate fuck you to the Fallout series.
I don't know if it was a fuck you or him trying to do like a homage, because Kojima loves like just homage and stuff like that.
Yeah, but like he's like, it's like the whole like the literal tagline of Fallout is war never changes. Like he's like trying to say, "Oh, war has changed."
Yeah.
And that's not the point. It's literally about like human nature. That's literally what Fallout's about.
Hot Coleman from Peace Walker. I'm remembering in Death Stranding there's a character named Die Hardman, and I'm not even fucking kidding. That is the character's name.
I'm surprised people take. And Conan O'Brien's just in the game too. I didn't
even get that far in the game to see Conan O'Brien. I got to Guillermo del Toro, which is still wild. Just see Guillermo del Toro.
I love Del Toro, to be fair. Yeah. Del Toro's pretty awesome. He's pretty cool.
It's just so wild. Like, we have virtual Norman Reedus talking to virtual Guillermo del Toro.
Also, I love the fact that they basically made him Frankenstein.
Yeah.
The story, that's a nice touch.
Noob giving us the cringe inhibitor clip from Parody.
Doctor, turn off my cringe inhibitors. Poseidon, the amount of cringe you're facing is reaching the latest levels. I don't care. Do it now. Doctor, turn off my
also, Ed, you know how I told you about like Sheldon from My Life with Teenage Robot?
Yeah.
Now he's a giant simp. Same voice actor as Raiden. That's the same voice actor.
That's the same dude.
The same voice actor.
What?
Doctor, turn off my cringe inhibitor.
When you simp the robot girl so hard, but she curbs you, so you become a cyborg ninja. To be fair, Ryan's got a wife and kid. To be fair.
Oh man, that's great. I moved on from you, Jenny. It's over. Oh man, that's great. Be the Sigma Chad that Sheldon ended up being.
Yeah. That Sigma male grind set. I never liked my wife. Dude, me neither. I always thought he was off. I just never had anything.
Max starts live streaming and directs
his
chat to find the location of not only Camden, but allows his guests to dox Camden's
I'm watching
the
Kiwi Farms thread there. Oh, I bet.
Would find them and get.
I bet Kiwi Farms had a field day. Lyrics was goat. Lyrics was goated for his shit.
He admits he doesn't at all.
You don't have any proof that they're even involved.
So this is the live stream that I saw that got me paying attention.
With his potential abuse to these kids, or the brother, like you can't prove either of that, correct?
Correct.
So he's doxing innocent people publicly to thousands, directing his audience to find the location of them, which you know, Max, given the nature of the internet and especially your audience, will 100% get them harassed.
I don't want to talk too much about it because I don't want people getting harassed. Like, because every time I say something, people get harassed.
You even alluded that the mom and brother could be in cahoots with Camden, helping out a PO, and then sicked your audience.
Why does Mama Max feel like a bad Metal Gear? Bro, we just said that it does. It really do. No joke. I got back into lyrics a little bit before this happened. I was watching his Jalen video was hilarious. Jalen's a whole can of worms. We're not getting into that tonight because that's a mess.
Get answers out of them. You know what you're doing.
I mean, we don't even know if it would be collateral damage. We don't know the extent to which they were involved. But
these people might get their phone blown up to all hell, calls, emails spammed, work called, accounts hacked, or potentially worse. And to all of our knowledge,
okay, so I'm gonna skip to the Magnetar thing, and I'm gonna give you the shorthand of this, because Magnetar is a guy who, I think he knew Max, and like I think they used to be some kind of like friends or like lived in the same area, and Mama Max's exes went to him about, because they accused Mama Max of being abusive or something crazy like that, and Magnetar made a video about it, and Max's response, he does something really fucked up.
I do not make a video on them until I have verifiable proof that they are a pedophile.
Back in July 2022, Mama Max.
That statement did not age well at all, did it?
What did he say? Hang on, go back.
Sure, I'll go back.
Until I have verifiable.
He'll outright baselessly accuse you of being one entirely.
And I do not make a video on them until I have verifiable proof that they are a pedophile.
Back in.
Let me get that. Where's that clip of John Tryon going, "That did not age well"? I need that right now. Yeah, there we go.
That one didn't age quite so well.
Fuck, I gotta rewind it.
That one didn't age quite so well.
No, it most certainly did not.
July 2022, Mama Max was accused of being a pedophile, abuser, and rapist in a video by 4 of his exes and previous friends. For the most part, I can't confirm whether he's guilty or innocent of a lot of these things he's accused of in this video, due to it just being his word versus his ex's. But the guy who uploaded the video is someone named Magnetar, who's a YouTuber with 30k subs, but also the boyfriend of Haley, which was one of the girls who came out against Max in the video. So he and his girlfriend reached out to a lot of other girls that Mama Max has previously been interested in to craft a video, and then he uploaded it on his public platform because he already had a pretty big YouTube channel. And in Max's hour and 5-minute long video responding to the allegations, in the last 6 minutes, for some reason, he accuses Magnetar. Actually, he doesn't even accuse Magnetar. He states Magnetar is a pedophile for 100% of a fact, while saying his full legal name and doxed where he worked at the time.
Yeah, this happened. Yeah.
Friends with Turkey Tom, you say? Okay, I'll stop.
This happened.
Haley's boyfriend, Magnetar on YouTube, the one who published this video on me.
Bruh, do you know what?
You stop with the fucking Batman voice. Holy shit! I'm sorry. Like I'm tired of it. It's broke me, Edgy. I'm tired of it.
Yeah. I agree. It's one of those things you can only tolerate it for so long, especially in this context. Hey, Edgy, any other candidates for the Penguin Observation Network? Maybe a Shani update. Shani's under the talk about. I was thinking about doing an update on her, because one thing I did miss when covering her last time was I didn't know there was actual footage of the inside of her old house. So that might be something if I do a part 2 to that, I might do that. As far as other people, originally I was gonna cover Cyrex with the whole stepdad defamation lawsuit thing, but I'm kind of waiting on that now to see where that's going, because I'm hearing some people claiming that the lawsuit is fake. I don't know what's going on with that. I hope it's not fake. I hope they actually take him to court, even if they don't end up winning anything. I think high-pitched voices are underrated, to be honest. They can sound creepy on Hinge. Yeah, they can. I can get why people do deeper voice when you're trying to sound imposing, because, I mean, a high-pitched voice can end up not sounding like that. And plus, I think for some people, it's just easier to do a deep voice. Like, for me, it's easier to pitch my voice down than it is to pitch it up. Because I pitch it up too high, it actually hurts. So, it depends on the person's vocal cords and stuff.
And as proof to show this is Max talking to some girl in Instagram DMs who claims that Magnetar sent his dick to her when she was a minor. This is it? Are you fucking serious? You don't even have any screenshots of Magnetar even interacting with this girl one-on-one? Not a single conversation. And based off of this, you're calling him a 100% pedophile just off her testimony that it happened. It's fucking...
But yeah, that sounds like a defamation lawsuit waiting to happen, doesn't it, Slim?
That's yeah, like this really does sound stupid.
It sounds like a defamation lawsuit just waiting to happen.
Poetic. In the same video that you claim you have been falsely accused by 5 different girls, you do the same thing to Magnetar, not even accusing him, just stating he's a pedophile based off of one girl's story. If you think one girl's testimony is enough to prove that Magnetar is a pedophile, with your own logic,
Your voices sound
now
phony to me. I hate the way my voice sounds, but I still record stuff with it. Yeah, like, I mostly use my normal voice for the most part. Like there was a point where I was a little self-conscious about my voice, and I think I was like pitch shifting it down a little. No, I wasn't pitching it, I was bass boosting it a bit and stuff, like early days, but then I stopped doing that because it would pick up a lot of noises that you didn't want to go in the recording, and it just sounded awful.
Yeah, like trust me, if my I'm not using a fake voice when I talk.
Yeah, I mean, the only time the only time I use a fake voice is like usually when I'm reading stuff on the screen. Like I'll sometimes, you know, I'll do a different voice for that, but for the most part I just use my normal voice.
To admit,
unless I'm doing a
guilty of being
joke
an abuser,
or a
rapist, and pedophile yourself, since 5 girls came out with their stories of their testimonies against you.
If this was a fake voice, I'd be using my normal voice. Trust me.
Channel and just
yes, I sound like a whiny nerd. I know. Just how I sound.
Do you think Max's patrons could file a class action for false advertising? He claimed to get pedos arrested, and he has admitted that he never had. That's a good question. I genuinely don't know.
Say
I don't know either, honestly.
Call him a pedophile.
I'd have to ask. I don't know. I'd have to check on a lawyer to see if that's how that would work.
Based off of
lawyer.
I'd have to check with a lawyer.
I feel like that's an insane thing to do.
What? Like what? Like how? Like what kind of shit are you involved in that you need a personal lawyer, Reggie? Like I'm not downplaying you or anything. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna plead the fifth on that.
that you need a lawyer for, my nigga.
We'll plead the fifth on that.
Also, you like no offense, but you must speed this along.
Oh yeah.
I'm getting kind of tired. It's getting kind of late.
Yeah, you know what? I think we got the point. Let's go. Let's listen to this shitty music video.
Mama Max is a piece of shit, allegedly.
Allegedly. Yeah. Okay, let's get to this. You claim you got a pal named Pablo Sunrise, but Max made it. This guy got away. Yeah, we covered that earlier in that lyrics video showing that.
Look, how come every like creep YouTuber tries to be a rapper at some point?
I don't know.
It happens. Like that one, like I forgot his name. Like.
You ready? You ready?
TV or... Hang on. Hang on. I think it was like Chills tried to do it. This guy.
Wait, Chills made a rap song? Chills made
a long time ago too. It was like 5 years ago.
Was it like ironic at least?
No. No, it wasn't at all. And it was like during the time. It was around the time he was becoming a meme too. That's the funny part.
Oh nah.
It was Chills at one like Hispanic guy with the piercings that Critical used to watch.
I don't know who that is.
I forgot his name. I think it was like Oob TV or something like that. I don't know. It also did like macabre stuff. It's weird. It's a weird pipeline. To say the least.
You have the horror YouTuber to rapper pipeline. Apparently, Max said he used to do rap like in high school and stuff. Apparently,
he looks like he used to do rap in high school.
Yeah, he kind of gives that vibe, but I can see why he stopped because this ain't it, Chief.
You're the prey, and we're the prey. Don't try to pray. You're already dead, and now with me for what you did, and you will pay. This death head, when they play, think till the end. See what you made.
Can you figure out where I said the song gets weird as shit? So he's talking about being in hell with predators and then hunting them. Yes, he keeps the Batman voice for the freaking song. Yes, the
Like,
Batman voice stays on during the rap song.
The Batman voice stays during sex.
I was thinking that too.
We've got a link to the chills. We'll do that next.
We'll do that next. We'll do that next.
Brad, listen to Justin RPG. No, I won't go that far.
I won't go that far. It gets repetitive as hell, though.
I've drowned, east from your foul seams, seeds spill out the mouths, their anguish brings a loud sound. I'll never be freed from even now. My ears they bleed, I don't know how such evil sins can be.
Okay, the problem with the Batman voice when you're doing rap is that it's harder to understand what you're saying.
I can't. I don't know.
And the mixing is kind of bad.
That's what it sounds like.
Like, it feels like he's trying to do that, like, emo rap style thing where, like, it's almost like they get in, like, in a borderline metal voice when they're rapping. But the problem with that is normally the music is balanced so you can actually hear what they're saying.
See, with rap, it's not even really about, like, your voice. It's like people need to hear you and understand you more than anything.
Yeah, and it's like you gotta have the flow with the rhythm of the song, too. Because if that's out of sync, then it's gonna sound weird. Like, even if, like, the rap lyrically is fine, if it doesn't flow with the beat, it's a disconnect. Which, maybe that could work if you're going for something eerie or something, and have it, not feel like it's not synced up. It matches the vibe you're going for. I'm a lyrical, spiritual, miracle individual. Yeah, that would be an improvement. Okay, now you're talking so fast, I can't understand any of this.
Why is he having a stroke in the background?
You want to just, let me see if I can find, there's a video where, like, he goes through the lyrics and explains them, and it makes this even worse.
No, let's not do that. This is funnier.
This is funnier? Okay. Okay, we won't do it then. Is there subtitles? Oh, okay, cool, there's subtitles.
Wait, what? Meatball? Wait, what?
He said something, he said meatball something. You think of sin with your cuck impulse. You disgusting, sickening, appalling meatball. That sounds like a Chef Ramsay insult.
Gordon Ramsay, yeah.
You disgusting,
you fucking meatball.
Fucking meatball. Like, I don't even know how to respond to someone calling me a meatball as an insult. I think I would just stare at them and be like, "What did you say? You just called me a meatball? What?
What did you say, nigga?"
Basically. Better cage us cops because we finna what the hell does that mean? We paint frames on you and what the fuck does that mean? The Persona Burning Man's Soul rap is better than this. Burning Man's Soul rap is better than this. I have not heard that one. Burn that mic. I think he's saying like mic. Burn that mic. You're cocky plant. What the fuck? This doesn't even sound like a complete sentence, bro.
Cannot describe the pain endures. She's on sweet Indians. Does ever make a minimalistic scene that slams their secret flesh falls from their hands, serrated, trust, burning brands faded.
The violence are coming.
Unforbidden, lands them jaded. Hands will not forget. Abated breaths will not forgive us. Hatred cleft our hearts from me. Wasted direction on good earth.
Bro, you're saying, the problem is he's saying the lyrics so fast you can't comprehend what he's saying. And it's probably a good thing because they're this terrible, because they sound kind of terrible.
Not only the lyrics are bad, but like, usually like rapping fast isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's just that it doesn't match the flow at all.
Like normally, normally when rappers do that, they don't do that the entire song. There's like a bit usually like the beat drops out, and they rap like a single like verse really fast. You know, like usually in the middle of a song.
Yeah, but like even still, like again, the main problem is like the flow just doesn't fit. It doesn't work.
That's why I say they normally drop the beat out so you don't realize that it's not flowing with the rest of the song. You know what I mean? Like for emphasis.
Yeah.
You know, it's like when like a loud as fuck metal song gets quiet during like the middle bit, and it's just like the vocals chill out a bit.
Yeah.
For emphasis, the problem is this is like all one tone. Winds of Mordor? What the fuck? You bringing Lord of the Rings into this shit?
Look, you're not Led Zeppelin.
You're not Led Zeppelin, bro. Pack it up.
You can't just drop a fucking Lord of the Rings reference.
What's he gonna do? Do a 7-minute song about Achilles like Led Zeppelin did? Which, if you've never heard Achilles' Last Stand before, look that shit up. That is fire.
Like they named multiple of their songs after like fucking Lord of the Rings shit, right?
Yeah, either that or just fantasy references in general. But yeah, a lot of that stuff is just references to Lord of the Rings. And in this verse, they'll be calling you corpse. Okay, that could have kind of worked if it wasn't terrible. Wait, is that Vito?
Is
that Vito?
Is he just name dropping people now? Because that was a corpse husband reference. So
yeah, you had corpse husband there, but is this Vito?
Yeah.
Bruh. Okay, I hate this. This makes no sense. Okay, I feel like he watched that scene in Watchmen where Rorschach is like, I'm not stuck in here with you, you're stuck in here with me.
Yeah.
I feel like he watched that and thought, I should make a song about that, but with pedophiles.
Is this that mumble rap I keep hearing about? No, mumble rap is even more unintelligible.
Yeah, somehow this is slightly more intelligible than mumble rap, which is an achievement.
Which is sad, but
honestly,
Vito had it coming. Vito's just a bad troll. He's a really bad troll.
Yeah.
That's his worst crime. If he name drops Mr. Girl, then the song will be redeemed.
Yeah, that would be a slight redemption.
Again, like we said, like Mr. Girl is objectively worse.
Yeah. I hate to say this, but Mr. Girl can rap better than he can. Okay, this is where it gets weird. So he's saying that he's telling the Predator you will pay this debt with head and then judgment to his crotch. So he wants the Predators to suck his dick? Literally?
Okay.
That's a weird flex, but okay. Oh, it's got worse. You call My Little Play as in a plaything. Okay, yeah, that's a little. All right, that's a little gay. That's a little gay.
So, to quote Riley, pause. 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 Right there. Stop. Cease. Desist.
Yeah.
Fuck.
On the topic of rap, Viper could make a great subject. I don't know much about Viper. I have to look that up. Show's number 15 meme was better than this.
Number 15, Burger King foot lettuce. The last thing you'd like in your Burger King burger.
Is Mama Max?
I will respect Chills. He did embrace them.
Yeah,
he did embrace it. Like, he even got on Smiling Friends who was able to say it. That was great.
Dracula Flow was better than this, and that was done as a joke. Yes.
Like, you could like, if you watch, did you watch Smiling Friends? The show Smiling Friends?
Nah, I've not seen it. But that's funny. They got Chills in there.
Like, they have a lot of friends who are YouTubers. Like, the guy who made Salad Fingers is on there. And stuff like that. They got Gilbert Gottfried as God in there.
Oh, that's hilarious.
But, like, yeah, they were like, he was like the character Pip was like waiting in line for food, and like he was like, and the guy in front of him who was clearly Chill say, "Number 15, could I get a number 15?" Again, I'm glad he embraced the meme.
Yeah.
That's good for him. Good on him for taking it out of the shit.
Jim
That's
can say,
great.
"Your cowards don't even rap about pedophilia." Yeah, he's out here talking about the real hard shit right now.
I mean, to be fair,
talking about having pedophile suck his dick. Yeah. Viper is a meme rapper who is a schizo. He has made like 1,500 albums. What the fuck?
That even physically possible?
I don't know. Like, are the songs like a minute long a piece? Like, are they like 3 songs per album or something? I compared Sorry to DJ Spit.
You don't know who these people are. Quit telling,
I don't know who these
quit
people.
telling us.
I don't know who DJ Spit is, so I don't.
See what you made.
All right, let's get on with this.
We're almost done.
Now you're the prey, and we're the pred.
We have 10 seconds left, and I feel like dying.
And we're the pred.
Wait, you had somebody else mix this for you? You should. They did not do a good job of mixing that.
Oh, not only not only are you a terrible rapper, you weren't even like responsible. You didn't even make your own shit. Okay.
So it was this guy named Hunter produced this, and then this other guy named
DJ Spit
Oscar
from
mixed and
Smiling
mastered
Friends.
it.
Who's DJ Spit? Is he like the guy who said like the shrimp guy? Hang on.
Are there comments on this? I just want to see the comments. Look at the top comment. No auto-tune, no mixing, no twerking. Just 100% straight ass.
He's that one guy. He's that one guy who points a gun at him. Yeah.
This guy goes hard on mute.
Yeah.
This guy really has a hidden talent. Keep it hidden, yeah. Filmmaker dedicated to empowering the volume down button. Y'all are savage. Remember, this is the guy who wanted to save the children. Seriously, this is an absolute joke. Yes.
Yeah, this reminds me of. Remember when I showed you that Nick Cannon diss track?
Yeah. Oh man. I think the Nick Cannon diss track was a little bit better than this. We make it out of prison. Out of prison with this one. Dude, 1K comments is so cringe. I actually feel bad. Damn. Cinematography.
I really wish you had like. Oh, go ahead.
Nah, you go ahead. Sorry.
I really wish you had like the thing you could still see YouTube dislikes.
Yeah, I could probably install it on Firefox.
Actually, you know what? Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Hang on, let me look this up.
Yeah, can you look up how bad the
Max. What's the video called?
I'll just send you the link. I'll just send you the link. Here you go. Like, that is so bad.
Never mind. I found it.
Okay. Do we want to go through his like apology after all this shit? He doesn't do the I don't think he does the annoying voice.
Oh man. It's like 1.5 down. There's 1.5 thumbs down, but like 13,000 thumbs up. That's disappointing.
That's sad, man. That's sad, man.
I'm not even gonna bother with like the apology, man.
Yeah, you know, I think we've covered enough at this point. Like,
yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Mama Max is a piece of shit, allegedly, in Minecraft.
In Minecraft, there was like
I'm gonna call it.
I could have gone over the leaked call where like Nicholas DiOrio and Mudahar confronted him, and he got really mad at them, and Nick called him out on his lie about convicting predators and stuff. But like,
I didn't mind, dude, but we've been at this for 3.5 hours.
Yeah, it's been 3 hours, man. I think we got enough. Plus, there's only so much this guy can stand right now.
Yeah. Also, did you see that Twitter link I sent you?
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it after I cut off the stream.
All right.
Like I don't know if you want to stay in the call. I'm just gonna wrap up. Was there anything you want to say to chat before?
Never trust the government.
All right, based.
Don't forgive anyone. Don't forgive anyone who's gonna be on the Epstein list. I mean, anyway, I don't care if it's celebrity you like or whatever. If Tony Hawk's on there, you gotta disown Tony Hawk. Actually give them consequences for their actions.
I'm still shocked that Stephen Hawking was on that fucking list. I did not have that in the bingo card.
Noob, you have to be especially careful because you're fucking Canadian.
Yeah.
You gotta be especially careful. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Ed, you promise you won't hate me when you watch that video.
Oh, I was gonna say if you want to stay in the call, like I said, when I end the stream, I'm gonna just immediately watch it.
Sure. Okay, that's fine.
All right, everyone. Thanks for coming out, everybody. Wow, we had like 15 people watching. That's actually pretty good for one of these streams.
Yeah, it was consistent too. Like mostly 15 for most of the stream.
Yeah, that's wild. Normally people just dip in and out, which is fine. You know, people got shit to do. But yeah, we're gonna head out. There might be the Mama Mac shit. If it keeps getting worse, I might make just a normal video about this. I'm waiting for a certain PM to be on the list. It wouldn't shock me, noob. I'm just saying, wouldn't shock me if he was on there. But we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I'm gonna end the stream and I'll see y'all later.
Wow.